But Jesus Christ. Yeah, so I'm obviously raging a little bit because I was proper like, you should have heard the stuff they were saying later on about like Tom and all stuff like that. It was absolutely like, why'd you have to just try and annihilate me for like literally nothing? Literally nothing. Sarah Lou knows people I know as well. She could just reached out. Did you have a phone call yesterday about me? I'd been like, yeah, you're coming from the conversation. Why? What have you been told? I'd have happily have corrected anything that's not true and told her anything I did say. Like, happily, dead happily, I would have. But she wanted to do it. So bear that one in mind as well. They wanted to do it publicly. They wanted it to be on live. I offered her to do it privately as well when I found out. No, she wanted to make a big hoo-ha on live. Just to shame me. They've got no care in the world for how I feel or my mental health or anything like that. No, couldn't care. Couldn't care less. So I have a private conversation. Yeah, ain't harming no one. And then you are just trying to drag me on the internet. Now what's that? That is bullying, girls. It's bullying. So I'll drag you now. Because if I'm going to be, I'm going to stick up and defend myself, okay? And your behaviours are absolutely appalling. Their behaviours are appalling. Need the little girls' room actually, to be fair to you. So I'm going to go to the little girls' room. Have you on mute a minute. Elle, you're meant to be liking the live, love. You've got to earn that mod badge. So you're meant to be tapping and liking, like I do in yours. So when I come into yours, I tap and like. Come on, guys, tap that screen. Elle, who's just the pretzel? I'm so glad that I started my little karaoke community the other week, you know. But then my account did get taken, so we do have to. But we could start on here. Who is just the pretzel? Hello?
Hello? Jen, do you know you're on mute?
I'm currently having a wee.
Can you unblock my mind so I can come back on that?
Can. Wait, you're in on your main before?
Yeah, you've come on a different account, ain't ya?
No, it's the same account that I was live on.
It's saying I'm blocked.
It's the same one.
Oh, weird.
How?
I don't know. I've just sent you a WhatsApp
Wait there,
saying
let
that
me
you're
try.
unblocked now.
Let me check in the block list. You know what? Blocked.
How weird's
Not
that? I
what?
thought you'd come back on a different account.
No. Try again. You were in before. Wait, you were talking in
Yeah,
the
I was in the
comments.
comments, but when I tried to get back in when you went live, it said you're on a different account. I'm going to go and try again and I'll come back.
Okay. Listen to how loud that washing machine is, but it's nearly done now. Oh, I've got to put my wet slippers on because I hate my feet touching the ground outside. Do you know when it's been raining? Oh, it's so icky. It's dead icky. I'm going to carry on playing that because I've not eared loads that, you know. I'm absolutely appalled by them. Absolutely appalled. And I'm going to call them whenever I want to call them now. I don't really care. Just going to be, I don't really slate people like that and do call people's behaviours out there and say the G word a lot. And for some reason, you can say all the F's you want on here, but if you say that G word, oh, your account's done for. Literally done for if you say the G word. Can't believe it. And that isn't even really a bad word. It's not a bad word. I don't think anyway. Oh, my little feet freezing cold. And actually I might just take these off because the floor is a bit dry out here.
Hello again.
I can't even spell it out, Al. You're not even allowed to spell it out, but I keep on saying it.
I've got absolutely no idea what's gone on, what you're going on about today, Jen.
Right, so right. Yesterday, right, Delma out them group chats, doesn't he, right?
Yep.
He's out of the group chats. And then obviously everyone's like having little conversations about like, you know, who it could be, who's shared it to him. In one call and like, you know, the people who were in it, it only leaves Sarah Lou and Andy's wife, who could be you. This is before obviously everyone's like, you know, and not everyone in the conversations were like the same opinion as me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone had varying opinions who it could be.
Didn't Tom say he thought it was Liz?
Or dignity in his life. I don't know, I missed loads of his life.
Yeah, I heard that he said
All the Toms.
yeah.
And basically, this is earlier on though, it's like earlier on, I had to speak to Angel about what Blue had said the night previous to that. So a couple of nights previous to that was the night before. She was up in her live claiming that me and her had deep dived this Kelly woman. And I can barely remember it, to be dead honest with you. I can barely remember what happened over that. You know when we out at that GoFundMe?
Yeah.
I can barely remember the ins and outs of it. I'd had a couple of previous conversations with her about stuff to do with last year and things that have been stated now. Just keeping it sort of like amicable and not in like, you know, no bestie thing going on or anything like that. And so during that conversation, we obviously got on to just a little bit of gossip, you know what I mean? Like what's going on the app now. I don't actually know what was said in the phone call, I'll be real with you. I know Sarah Lou came up in the phone call. I'm assuming it was just along the lines of maybe she said, who do you think it is? And I've said, oh, I think it's Sarah Lou. That's what I'm assuming. Maybe she said whatever. That's what I'm assuming because I genuinely can't remember the conversation. Just a little bit of a jangle. And then the phone call was 13 minutes long and I've done. Bye. Yeah, so fast forward.
Yep.
So obviously that weren't the only phone call I was in. I was in phone calls with Laura and Tom as well. Talking about it as well. And my opinion stayed very much the same. And basically, that night at some point, Sarah Lou's been informed of my phone call, which I'm assuming's Angel. She hasn't actually told me because she wants to protect Angel.
Are they still friends, Angel and Sarah Lou?
Well, they must be. But actually, I think I vaguely remember Angel saying she never talked to Sarah Lou. In the conversation, I do remember that. Although Laura said I could have said it to her, not Angel, because I can't remember the conversation. Whether Shabby was talking to Sarah Lou last year. Like, could it just have been like she's not sent it to Dal, like, directly? Could it just be that she's mates with someone, and like they've been having a discussion, it went to them, and now they're the ones sending it over, type of thing?
Yeah.
Along them lines is what I remember. And that was it, basically. Like so she's been informed, apparently through a text message we've just discovered from the replay of hers. And she's absolutely raging. She's fully aware everyone was conversating about it yesterday, but she's only enraged at me having a private conversation. And decided to... I sent her my number, tried reaching out to her, sent it to my number, said, look, anything I said, I'll say to you. She was like, no, I'm doing this publicly. And she wanted to hold live, so I went live. I'm like, I'm not waiting around for you, Sarah Lou. You come in me live and just fucking say it, do you know what I mean? Yeah. She didn't want to come in. So I entered me live. She's fired up alive, and she's spewing off a load of stuff with her mates. The ones that were in that group. And conveniently enough. And yeah, basically she's like, went from there and we're listening to the live. During that live demo, I got to about an hour and a quarter in, but I skipped some of it. And later on in the live, Tom and Laura's all up in the live, and I'm like, well, where's the energy for them? They had conversations as well about it all. Why aren't they saying that in the live as well? Why aren't they going, look, Sarah Lou, I think you need to understand, everyone was conversating about it yesterday, love, because your name's in the mix of it. Obviously, people were conversating about it yesterday. She seems to think that it's acceptable because she's being told about a private phone call, that it's all right for her to jump on live and be like, why are you saying these things behind my back? Everyone was, love. Everyone would have been.
Yeah, everyone would have been speculating who it was, wouldn't they?
Apparently, I can't speculate. I can't talk about any TikTok drama going on currently on the app with anyone. How dare I have a private conversation? How dare I have a private conversation? Like, just how fucking dare I? How fucking dare I, Justin?
It's just madness, isn't it? It really is madness.
She was absolutely enraged. They called me over being on benefits. I'm an attention seeker. I'm the attention seeker. I offered the girl my number, but I'm the attention seeker. I'm the two-faced one. I offered the girl my number. I'll happily tell her anything I remember from the phone call. Seems how she knows about it. Everything under the sun. Literally, quite literally everything under the sun. I'm a pick-me. Yeah, and apparently all that's acceptable when my friends then go in there and just chill with it, and they're all just like, and then they go on to call me a rat, they slut shame me, they say all sorts about Tom, like as in making out stuff about Tom and me and things like that. And yeah, and apparently all that's just acceptable, and acceptable that people that know me.
So like, they
aren't even saying anything. Like, they've not even said anything. What?
So are they being like off with Tom as well, or is everything all right with them and Tom?
No, Tom seems to go in there and they're perfectly fine with Tom.
Oh, okay.
They're perfectly fine and dandy with Tom. When he goes in later on, I'm 22 minutes in. We've gotten past loads of the really bad stuff. But it does continue. It does continue. I'm going to skip parts in a minute.
My children up till they were 18.
So this is positive banging about her children for some reason. So I had to pop back a positive because she was popping at me. And then she went on to say, I'm disabled. I don't know what that's got to do with it. And she's got adult children or something. Don't really know what that's got to do with anything. I think she wants to make out to people that I had to pop at her for being disabled or something. I absolutely didn't. Good luck. But she did actually have a pop at me about my legs or something like that.
I just heard that. She said that her legs didn't work, so yours did, so use them or something. I don't know what that meant though.
Well, how does she know anything about my legs just then?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why I ended up with the nickname Pretzel and it off Jess, because she thought I was in a wheelchair.
I thought it was because of Pred.
No.
Which woman hasn't been well, Steph?
And they're all going on about their mental health. So Sarah Lou's literally like absurdly like, oh my God, you don't know what I've been going through. Yeah? I had a private conversation, Sarah Lou. Private conversation, sweet pea. Yeah? You're holding a life where you and your mates are just bullying me, love. What about mine? Hello?
So how come you're live now rather than being
What
in
do you mean,
Jess?
Steph? I don't understand.
Right, I was in Jez's, but they were muting me and letting them all sleep me again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've proper kicked
As if
off.
I've just been
Because they go on about the group chat. They've already went on about the group chat in here already. Do you know the one on here that I told you about? The one on here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're still denying that I was ever bullied in it. And I'm like, I'll fucking out it because I weren't the only one bullied in it either. Thank you.
Because I'm on TikTok. Hello. I brought Kim. Because I'm on TikTok, my children up. Till they were 18, then I came on social media.
No idea what she's waffling on about.
But my children work full time. They don't need mummy because mummy cut the apron strings when they were 18 and said, flutter away, children, do what you want. I ain't got dependents at home needing mummy attention. I'm just here, 50-year-old with children that just fucking love me too much to move out.
A lot of us aren't well. This is why we turn to TikTok as a means of escape. And then you've got somebody that doesn't know anything about anything, having behind the scenes conversations.
Private
that is
conversations.
so, confident that she would say all of this in public. Well, you haven't, have you?
Confidently, I've said it publicly. I offered you my phone number, Sarah Lou. Anything I remember from the phone call seems like you've been told about it, I'd happily say to you.
Go live because I want to discuss this. I want to iron it out, all the cracks in between. But you didn't, did you? You went behind the scenes.
As private conversation, little jangle, as probably about 95% of people do.
Shit stirring.
No,
okay.
No, I had a bit of a jangle, yeah. Just about probably what 99% of us would admit to, yeah. A little private conversation, love. What's it got to do with you? Other than it was about you. Are you having a laugh? She thinks she's like, do you know what's happened, right? She's been informed this yesterday and they're all like, oh my God, we've been waiting to throw Jeni under the bridge for so long. We can't wait to drop this on a live.
Seen many a women like you. I'm a girl's girl.
No, you're not.
She's Mia's going on talking about you too.
Well, Mia was sending messages yesterday while I was on the phone. Fucking admit it right now, girlies. Or deny it. Or deny it. You can deny it all you want. But I'm literally not going to sit here while the woman I know was sending messages yesterday to a person I was on the fucking phone to, yeah, was doing the exact same thing. And I don't think there's anything bad in it. I think it's quite normal for everyone to have been conversating about who it was yesterday. I think it's the most normal thing ever.
Mia doesn't know me to be talking about me.
Absolutely not.
I wouldn't even believe you would, Mia.
If Mia's got something to say, she's going to say it to you. She would come to you herself. That is Mia.
Oh, 85. Just an update. So, after all of the goings on yesterday at 1:30 this morning, I received a call that Jeni has been calling people behind the scenes, saying that it has to be me, because she knows so much about the situation, of course. It has to be me. And that the growing consensus, so trying to shit stir, as I said, I know many women like this, trying to shit stir, the growing consensus is that it's me that's leaked it.
So they've turned me having a bit of a jangle with someone into that.
Is the people in it. I'm not going to talk on that chat. I wasn't in it.
No.
So I can't say, this happened. I don't know. I wasn't in there. Sarah Lou can tell me something. It doesn't make it true. Not that she has. Disclaimer. Well, if you're not in that chat, how do you know?
Never seen it either.
No.
Have you ever seen it positive? I've only ever seen the bits that have been leaked by other people.
Mia, you were sending screenshots to Laura yesterday about it. The fuck are you going on about? See what I mean? The absolute audacity. Mia was sending screenshots to Laura yesterday about it. And Laura, I am going to say, I'm not going to listen, don't be thinking I'm going to say everything right. But I am going to say it because she's sitting there slating me for doing something that I know fully well she was fucking doing.
That's not good.
So,
Never ever.
No,
No
did
one in
I
that chat has ever sent me anything from that chat. Like, that chat was, well, yeah, a private
I'm
chat.
not okay because
I
I know fully well these women were on the phone to other women yesterday. Yeah, because everyone was having conversations about it. Obviously they were. Yeah, everyone was having conversations about it. About who's obviously sent it over. Yeah. Just so happens that one of my conversations is being leaked to Sarah Lou. Unfortunately, that's my opinion now. I'm sorry, it's my opinion. And what? It's a private conversation. You didn't need to know about it. You know, obviously, your friends and that, they think it's not you. So later on, you know, things change, which is great for you. Fantastic. I've still got my opinion. Yeah. What more do you want me to say? There's no need for you to fire up alive and do all of this when every fucker was having a conversation about it yesterday.
Objective to do so. Even when I lose my rag, the first people I talk to is my friends, not some random man on the internet saying, oh, look, I want to get back at people. Hell no. What does that show to the rest of my friends if I did that? You can't tell me anything because I'll just dox it all.
I've been on loads of chats. Have I ever doxed anything from it? No, because I'm not a snake. I could do. Do you know what I mean? It could cause carnage, couldn't it, Mia? Fucking hell. But that goes against everything I believe in. I don't care if I don't speak to people in them chats anymore. I don't care. I would never, ever dox it, ever, because I've got morals.
do you know what's crazy to me though? People that are known for doxing shit on this app, and then people go and sit with them. Like,
Hang on. They're going on about all this, but they're actively holding alive about my private conversation.
Yeah.
According to Jeni as well, newsflash guys, just so you know, it's 100% not Liz and Dignity.
What?
All they have to do is change the names. I could change the names in the one chat I'm in now, and you would all show. I could change all your names to fucking Dignity and Liz, Mira. It'd look like all you lot were in it.
No, do you know what I would have said? She's saying that, but do you know what I would have said? I'd have said, how can it be Diggs or Liz when they're in the list of people? That's what I would have said. I definitely would have said something like what I've just said, not something what she's just said.
yeah. I tested it out yesterday. So you literally just change the names in your contact.
I could literally change your name now in my phone, Sarah Lou, to Emmy, and it looks like I'm having them conversations with Emmy. Do you know what I mean?
According to Jeni, Emmy, yeah.
Lying.
So Jeni knows everything, guys.
She got all this
She
from
went
a
in
text
around all the
message.
time, but she knows absolutely everything. Because at the end of the day, that photo being put in that group was wrong. Tom was wrong. I was annoyed last night because he had the ample opportunity to put it to bed, man to man. So the people in between stop being gone at. I agree with that. That's how men should sort their issues. That's how women should sort their issues, really. And let's not beat around the bush, and I said this to Dale yesterday. He's far from innocent, mate. Many
But you know
people
what the
he has
thing for
hurt.
me is, Sarah Lou, right, as well? Right, Del is well within his right to say nobody in that chat called it out. He's right to say that it was his child's fault. However, the person who sent it him never called it out either. Like, the person who showed him didn't call it out either.
This is the same situation.
Exactly.
WhatsApp chat of
Not
Jess,
one
isn't it?
person in there is innocent of it. when I was given the context yesterday, I'm not surprised that we didn't call it out because it was very random. And at the time, I did explain this to Del. Not that I'm making excuses, but it was a very back and forth between them both. Tom has been put through a lot, and obviously Del has as well. That there is stuff on the other side, but Del has also gone for the people in between. But for me as a person,
wait, are you meant to peel salary?
Outside of this slide,
What?
Me as a person, if I'm or seen to be implicated in something, then I will go and I will approach it.
Sarah Lou, you were fully implicated yesterday, lovely. Darling, I don't really, you know fully well you were. Hence why you were spent 40 minutes turning on your other phone, darling, and arguing the toss. Like, of course you were implicated yesterday. So why are you bringing my name into it? We're the only one saying it, darling.
I will never just hide. So people like Jeni can defame my name behind the scenes.
Defame her name? Look, Sarah Lou, you did enough defaming of your name when you supported a woman while she sat there and doxed people. You and your husband. Yous were full little turncoats. Yous have done enough defaming, I don't need to. I do not need to.
Earth, would I be wanting Del to tell me who did leak that? Because I'm concerned about our privacy, you know, the pictures we had in there, because it was private, let's be real. There was pictures in there, there was medical information there, our private lives, God knows what. Why would I want to take that to the police myself? You know, because I don't want other people's images being shared, God knows what. Why would I be so interested in that if it was me?
Exactly, Emmy. How many, I'm not being funny, how many people actually know, I don't know about you guys, right, but when you're in a group chat with them, what, they don't half talk, and I don't sleep all night, I sleep all morning, so by the time I wake up, there's 120 missed messages. If you think I'm scrolling back and reading it all, you're mistaken. Fuck that, I want bullet points. Do you know what I mean?
Just tell these dogs off.
Did anyone, like, there's nothing that anyone's respond, like, there's no response to the photographs, so no one really, I don't think, paid them. I'm not saying it was right, but, like, they're not paid attention. Just think, it's between Tom and Del, it's nothing to do with
Exactly
anyone
what
else.
happened with that
It's between
WhatsApp
them
group
two.
of Jess's.
But then he's also shared pictures of Tom's kids.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
Exactly, Emmy. Not Emmy. Mia, it's a very two-way street.
Yeah.
That ideally, yesterday I would have wanted it nipped in the bud. Let me sort this dog out, man.
Sharing pictures is wrong.
Yesterday I would have wanted it nipped in the bud.
Tom was wrong to share them pictures.
Oh, my
but Del was
headphones
wrong
are going to
share
shine. I
Tom's
don't know where my
pictures
other
as well.
headphone box is.
Like, they're both as bad as each
Oh, and I've
other.
lost my bobble. No, they're not as bad as each other.
But why are the girls that were in that chat, do you know what I mean? Like, fucking hell.
Not even going to stick up for Tom anymore, actually.
Done with it.
Not even going to. My fucking positives tell everyone that you're just as bad as each other.
Or
Let it.
failing that, get your fists out and fight.
Oh my god. Imagine.
That's what I've known men to do.
Del said you can't. The thing is, wee princess, right? I've got WhatsApp on my iPad, right? But my iPad's linked to my iPhone. So if someone sends me a message and I click to download it to open it,
Fully lost
it
my bobble.
automatically stores on my iPad too. But it doesn't now because I've stopped it auto-saving. But it did do, so anything I'm sent on my phone goes to my iPad, even though I haven't got WhatsApp on my iPad.
yeah, I can confirm.
They're literally discussing it now. Like in the same manner probably everyone was discussing it yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Unless she's being told different to what I would remember. You know what I mean? I don't know. But she isn't exactly being forthcoming with what she's being told. Do you know what I mean?
As well, I've got it on my PC, it just automatically syncs.
Yeah.
So all she knows is I've had a private conversation.
I came across yesterday when I was in that chat trying to look for these images, right, is where there was so many things stored in that group, maybe lives, whatever, yeah? My memory could not handle it, the memory on my phone, not my actual memory. That's not good either, really, but you get what I'm trying to say. So as I was going through the chat and trying to click on pictures or whatever that may be, it was saying could not download because they were no longer there.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had deleted them, so it wasn't going to let me even download stuff.
Now, I know Blue hates me and all that, right? But She was going to out something on Ninja Mark. Oh, my earphone died. Right there. So what I was going to... Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What I was going to say was she should just be out forth and say it. Just fucking say it. Don't think of me in the situation. Think of yourself. You know, you wanted to. Where on earth I put them headphones? I haven't even got the case. Well, that's a little madness, isn't it? Right there.
One of your boys had them.
Found one on the air fryer. Oh, I got you that granola. In there. Oh, it's out because I was cooking before, look.
You find it?
Hello?
Hello?
You hear me?
Yeah, did you find it? Yeah?
Yeah, I've got it. It was on me.
But the other thing that is weighing on my mind, and I'm positive you can back me, I would never normally say any of this publicly, but I've actually had enough. Tom attacked Mark the other day, you all know about it, saying that he's a wrong and backer for backing Angel.
And I'm not going to back Tom.
Yeah? Doesn't have the same energy for Jeni, which I find hilarious.
I agree with
So
that.
was he the one that was initiating these?
So I weren't friends with Tom. And then I didn't then become friends with Angel. And stick by Angel when they fell out. I was alright with Angel. Friendly with Angel. Then began a friendship with Tom. And at the same time as having a friendship with Angel. Like, it's two different things. Sorry to say. Sarah Lou, I don't know if you forget, I was anti-Tom until I was friends with him. So I was anti-Tom. I mean, I weren't as anti-Tom as a stalker, like, or anything like that. But I just didn't particularly like him. Yeah? Until I got to know him. So I weren't friends with Tom, Sarah Lou.
Conversations. Was he the one that was initiating these conversations from the offset?
What conversations from the offset for what?
Conversation last night saying we were talking about what.
So now she's trying to say to Tom initiate these conversations. What conversations? What's she going on about? You make heads or tails of that?
Saying that he's a wrong and backer for backing Angel, yeah? Doesn't have the same energy for Jeni, which I find hilarious.
I agree with
So
that.
was he the one that was initiating these conversations from the offset?
Oh, wow.
Obviously, like, we had a conversation last night saying we were talking about what. When it's like, why would the other people accuse you when you'd already showed them proof when that phone call was made? When that phone call was made to that person by Jeni, you'd already shown the people that mattered, that were in that group, the proof that it wasn't you.
I went online. What are you going on about? What are they going on about? Anyone?
So why was that phone call then made? That's what doesn't make sense. It was like, Jenny wasn't even around then. Like, she had no involvement in that chat. The people that were in that chat, you didn't even send the proof to me. Because I wasn't in that chat, you didn't need to prove it to me. You proved it to the girls that you had to prove it to in that moment.
Thing is with my Mark, he's the type of guy where he won't just go along with what others are saying. He wants to find out for himself. He always wants to give
No, I need
anybody
to
an
rewind
opportunity.
that because I have no idea what she's going on about.
Why would the other people accuse you when you'd already showed them proof when that phone call was made? When that phone call was made to that person by Jenny,
What are you going on
you'd
about?
already shown the people that mattered, that were in that group, the proof that it wasn't you. So why was that phone?
What's my opinion got to do with that? Can you make heads or tails of that?
No. Not at all.
No, neither can I. I can't make heads or tails of that.
Hilarious. So was he the one that was initiating these conversations from the offset?
Obviously, like, we had a conversation last night, so we wouldn't all come out, but when it's like, why would the other people...
Me getting on the call. They're convinced that I got on the call to Angel to discuss say hello, but I never. What are they going on about?
Surely you wouldn't have just made the phone call to you.
You'd already showed them proof when that phone call was made. When that phone call was made to that person by Jenny, you'd already shown the people that mattered, that were in that group.
When that phone call was made by Jenny, you had already shown the people in that group the proof, yeah? But what one thing got to do with the other thing?
Absolutely nothing.
I do not know what this woman thinks took place in that phone call or what conversation I had. I don't know what she's going on about. What the fuck? Right, Sarah Lou, you do understand this, right? Listen, I'm going to try to the best of my memory, right? Because I was in and out of phone calls all yesterday afternoon, yeah? I'm a particularly popular person. No, I'm joking. Right, but to my memory, right, the phone call, I tried contacting her over Blue either the night before or the night before that, right? So when you needed to speak to her about the Blue thing, right, and Kelly, okay? And I think there's a reason why there was like 2 phone calls in quick succession, I think. So to my memory, the first phone call, I'd forgotten why I needed to speak to her. I think that's what happened, right?
Yeah.
But I think something else had happened. And I'd said something about that, and I can't. Oh my God, honest to God, I hope she recorded it. And then, oh, I can't remember whether it was at the end of that phone call or when I rang her, because then I rang her back about 5 minutes later or something like that, right? And was like, oh my God, I've just remembered what I needed to say to you, because I remember saying, I've just remembered what I needed to say to you. And that's when I asked her, yeah? About the Kelly thing. So it was either at the end after that or at the end of the other phone call where it come up in conversation. Like it come up in conversation. This cell thing that's been outed. I think I told her about Tom finding the picture on his iPad and stuff. I know I would have said that. I know I would have. So that would have definitely have been discussed. We're talking about a 13-minute phone call, bear in mind. And then obviously a discussion about that. I think I remember me bringing up about sharing screen when we were all looking for Blue and things like that.
Yeah.
And then obviously it must have moved on to who one of us must have said, mustn't have we? Who do you think it is that shared it? Common sense to tell you that must have been said. And so obviously she'd have had an opinion and I'd have had my opinion. And I'd have been like, well, to be fair with you, it can't be Liz or Dignity because their name's there. Because she said I said it 100%, but I wouldn't have said that. I think if I've said something along them lines, which is what she's being told, I'd have said something along the lines of, well, Liz and Dignity are in the list, so it can't be them. So the only two people that's missing is Andy's wife and Sarah Lou. So you has to be one of them. And obviously it's not going to be Andy's wife, is it? So that's what I'm assuming the conversation went like. Yeah. She'd have had something to say back to me. Then I'd have said something back to her. Yeah. Then I know I asked her, like, didn't you speak to Sarah Lou last year? She's like, no, I don't speak to her. I was like, all right. I know fully well it came up in the conversation about, you know, I'm going to be dead open with you now. I'm going to ask you, like, are you communicating with Blue Ordell? And she was like, outright no. And she was like, I'm quite happy that you've, like, you know, like, said it to me. And I was like, I just would rather, you know, if you are, just, you know, be honest. She was like, no, I've not in there anyway, Jen, because I haven't been a part of anything. That's what I vaguely remember. Then, something about Sherry, but then, like I say, Laura said, I said that to her, so I don't even know whether I said that to Angel. So, yeah. What in that conversation now is bad? It's just jangling about what's going on.
Have you asked Angel why she's told?
No. I think well, apparently I heard them saying in this that Tom goes live last night and Tom was saying it was Dignity. Yeah, he thinks it's Dignity. I think I was in Tom's live last night, but I don't remember when it was. I was in there later on. And so she's reached out to her, and it must be her. If not, it's Laura. Yeah? And said to her, oh, I've been umming and ahhing, don't know what to do, I'm scared. And told, but whatever she's told her can't be what I'm going on about, because I don't know what the fuck she's chatting shit about. And apparently it was a text message. But I don't know what Sarah Lou's going on about in half of this, because I don't see the reaction just isn't for what I've actually said.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Has a bit of a jangle about who it might be or who it mightn't be with someone. There ain't nothing in it.
Everything gets twisted on this app, though, doesn't it?
Everything. Listen, I got on the phone to say, like, I was obviously on calls this morning, and like this afternoon as well, and they were like, we were all conversating about who it could be and who it might not be, and who was this person or who was that person. What is wrong with it? What is wrong with it? And I'll tell you now, Sarah, I'm not the only one with the opinion, darling. I'm absolutely not. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, but if you're I don't believe Del would take the time to AI it. If you think he did, that's fine. I understand, okay? If you're going through what you're going through, I understand, yeah? I don't believe he'd take the time to bother editing it, because obviously they'd know it's been edited. Unfortunately. That's just that's my opinion. And if I'm wrong and I'm proved wrong, I'll happily be like, oh, shouldn't have said it was show. That's fine. Great. And I don't really care if I'm right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's no wally to me. You've made a big hoo-ha over it today, love. You hear that's made the hoo-ha over it. It's here that's went live and made all of this about it. Not me. I had a private conversation.
The proof that it wasn't you. So why was that phone call then made? That's what doesn't make sense. It was like, Jenny wasn't even around then. Like, she had no involvement in that chat. The people that were in that chat, you didn't even send the proof to me. Because I wasn't in that chat, you didn't need to prove it to me. You proved it to the girls that you had to prove it to in that moment.
Thing is with my Mark, he's the type of guy where he won't just go along with what others are saying. He wants to find out for himself. He always wants to give anybody, no matter who you are, the benefit of the doubt. And I can appreciate that some people could find that, what's the word I'm looking for? Not untrustworthy, I can't think of the word I'm looking for. A threat. There we go. I said this the other night. They could see him as a threat. But what you have to understand is Mark works on a building site. Do you know what I mean? He's not here. He's out of this house from 6 a.m. till 6 p.m. He comes on, he only sees a snippet of what's going on. Then he has to find out through 4 hours what's going on. And I think sometimes he can get the wrong end of the stick and then people run with it.
Chloe, have I not just said
they
that?
Can't understand.
Chloe, who are you on your fake account with? Come in on your real account, right? You've come in and you've said, are you going to apologise? As it's come out, it's dignity, you shared it. Of course I will. Of course I will. But what I'm saying is, yeah, that if it's my opinion, that's all I'm saying. I had a private opinion, right? I had just had loads of people did. That's what I'm saying. That's my point on it. Loads of people had an opinion, okay? Privately, publicly, whatever, right? Mine's only public now because she made it public. Because mine was private, weren't it? Yeah? I'd have happily have said it to her on the phone. I offered her my phone number. She chose to bring it public. Yeah? Great, if it's dignity. Listen, if it's dignity, Sarah Lou, this is my public apology. That it's not you. And that I had a private opinion that it was.
So you shouldn't have to apologise for an opinion.
Is that enough? Then I might, let me see the proof and I might still have my opinion. Okay? And if it's proof enough and it's like definite, absolutely. Yeah? There you go. There you go.
Has it been proven it?
I am the first person, if I'm wrong, yeah, to put my hands up and be like, sorry, I'm wrong. Couldn't care. My point is, I had a private opinion. I'd have happily have said to her, I offered her my phone number when she found out I had a private conversation. Yeah, she wanted to drag me out on live. There you go.
I think, but if Tom could come in, I've asked AW, she'll come in, she'll be in 5. I would like to know whether he initiated those conversations.
What conversations is she going on about?
I've calmed down a bit now, Jenny, if you'd like to come in.
Absolutely not. I told her to F1.
If you go for my friends again, I'll just block you.
Right,
Simple.
she's saying if you go for my friends again.
You didn't go for me.
Her friends went for me. Her friends went for me. Hold on. So listen, her friends come for me, and she's like, but if you go for my friends again. Her friends came for me, the same as they have been doing for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks on end.
It's my birthday and leave me alone. Stop bullying me. It's my birthday. I'm 50 and you just want to fucking bully me.
Mia,
It's
you're
your
not a
birthday,
bully.
positive, but you sat on a live bullying someone.
And honest about a situation that you perceived.
I'd like to know what these conversations are that she's going on about. Why are you interested in any private conversations I'm having, Sarah Lou? I've made my opinion quite public on you and your husband.
You were correct in what you said. She would not allow the guy to speak. It was impossible to have a conversation. Then all of a sudden you get accusations that you're a bully.
Hang on, isn't this woman now making up assumptions and accusations on me and Tom for having like the right to be there and be like, oh my god, you had a private opinion on me?
before that.
Oh no.
Scatty, you've just added
I'm going to hide.
again. Wow. Scatty.
You know what, Sarah? I'm the nicest person if you're decent to me. If you're not, watch out.
No, exactly. You know, and saying that so publicly as well, just because you had an honest opinion about the situation at the time. No,
Stop
Jenny.
following me, guys, in the chat. I'm being trolled by Scatty. Wow. Oh.
I do feel that all of this scandal is going to get worse, though, guys. Strapping.
I said that yesterday.
Because
Yeah.
there is a... God, I'm going to sound like Keisha. There is a plan, I believe.
I'm not
Fucking hell. I'm coming off TikTok for another fortnight.
Do you know this, or
No,
is
I can sit
Athena?
back and say good luck with the
don't know,
plan,
it's
guys,
just
and
a
everything
thing.
that you have been involved in.
Like, when I
Because I
say
don't
to
need to
you,
be
I
there
don't
to
talk
defend
to
any one
anyone
of my
behind the
friends
scenes. I talk
anymore.
to Positive. I talk to Mash. I talk to Becky.
Are you and Tom and you and
To
Laura?
who are
Because they certainly don't know how to
Macca.
stick up for
That's
me.
it, right? But
It's the only thing I'm
just
asked
from what
about
I've
is
seen
when they
the
go in.
past 2 weeks alone, I
Come in,
believe
baby.
it's
I'll be
gonna get
back in
worse.
2
And
secs.
also,
Well, but give me
where
like 2
Tom
minutes.
is not going to
3.
let this go. And there is a part.
Just trying to entertain everyone, please. For like this, like 5
What,
minutes.
what do you want me to do? Sing a song? I'm not going to sing you all a song because I can't sing anymore. I don't even know who's in here. Who am I entertaining? I don't know what she wants me to do to entertain you all. Have you all had a nice day? Tell me what you did. Was the sunshine out by you? In your part of the world. It was beautiful today, and I'm in Birmingham. It was lovely here today. Not that I'll go out, but I was told. Give us a joke. I don't know any jokes. Smoking section. I really don't know any jokes. Oh, sunbathing in Surrey. Oh.
Sunbathing in Surrey, it's been freezing. Like, the
You've
weather just
only gone
turned
today.
today. Oh no, the weather turned so badly today. Here. Like, peeing it down. It's been absolutely awful.
That's not good. Are you and Tom all right, Jen, and you and Laura?
No, told them to F off.
Really?
Promoted in this live. Yeah, they're calling me rats and everything in a minute in this live. Calling me all sorts, and not one of them say anything. They say to him, Tom, and you know, the people, oh, you'll hear it in a minute. It's absolutely disgrace. And not one of them say anything. Well, up until an hour and a quarter, not one of them had said anything. But Andy's wife had just went in and said something about, like, you know, I'm sure there was loads of people conversating. The only half a fucking sort of, like, stick up out of any of them. Honestly, it was awful. I'm absolutely appalled. I was actually crying before, to be fair to you. Because, like, just think mate to mate, you know what I mean? Why aren't any of your mates going in there and be like, nah, this is not on, come on, let's talk offline. Let's have a little conversation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I offered the woman a conversation offline. Whatever I've said in private, I will happily say to her. I told her this, yeah? Happily say to her. She was obviously aware of a conversation. I weren't entirely sure who. She could have come to me, show me what she was showing. I'd have happily have been open and honest with her. There was no reasoning for what she did in that live and what they've already done in that live. And they just went on and on later on as well. And God knows how far they got because, like I say, once Tom goes in there and Tom finishes speaking and they start ragging on about me and they call me a rat. And whatever else they called me in front of him and Lauren and all of them. I fucking turned it off and went to my WhatsApp and called them all out. I was like, no, absolutely not. Is that meant to be a friend?
Yeah, no, that's not
Go
good.
for it. And
Not very good,
obviously,
because if I went into a live
obviously as well,
family
this is the
being
thing,
flagged.
this is the joke of it all, so make this make sense. So she's come on alive today, yeah? She's like, Jenny's had a private conversation about me. Oh my God, yeah? But yeah, I've then found out since watching this, clearly, my friends as well were in a conversation with them all yesterday night, because they've just been discussing it, yeah?
Yeah.
So they were all jangling about me yesterday. But instead of even trying to communicate with me, they've allowed their friend to go fire up a public live and absolutely drag me.
No, that's not good, mate. I can understand why you're so pissed off now.
So I say friends. That's not friends, is it?
No, not at all. Not in my opinion, because if I went into a live and Tammy was being slagged off, I wouldn't just sit there and listen to it.
I mean, it's clear as day now to me Laura was obviously more aware from what she told me this afternoon, very much more aware of what was said and done. Yeah? Because she must have been a part of that phone call last night. So she could have come forward to me and said, you know, this, that, the other, yeah?
Yep.
Any one of them could have, instead of just assuming. Now, every one of my friends as well knew that I'd had communications with Angel and for what reasons and whatnot. Didn't go in the ins and outs of the whole conversations, like, you know what I mean, but just a sort of rundown.
But you didn't hide the fact.
Obviously,
You didn't hide it either.
No, didn't have. No reason to. I've got nothing to hide. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you haven't done anything wrong then, by the look. You know what I mean?
But I knew, given the circumstances, they'd obviously be a little bit worried. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. But then, if they're innocent, they wouldn't have any reason to worry, would they?
It's freezing.
You're outside.
I'll put it back on in a sec. Yeah, I'm having a cig. And it's freezing out here. You hear the wind?
Is your kid still on Easter holiday, Jen?
Yeah.
And they're back Monday?
Mhm. Yeah.
So you fell out with a lot of people again today?
I don't really care. I was already just doing my own little thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I butted in a little bit yesterday, sticking up for Tom, because I do think it's wrong. People comparing him to Bloomingdale Mac is absolutely absurd. I'm making that mistake again now. When he can sit in lives where I'm being called rats and he's just not said a thing, like not one thing.
Yeah, no, that's not good, mate. It really ain't. Almost like you need to know that your friends have got your back.
Just then, even when we weren't talking, I still stood on my stance on things with you. Even when I'm not talking with Tammy, if someone says something, you know, ridiculous, I'm like, no, it's just right and wrong is wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Come on. Don't eat the worm. Come on.
Who are you calling your cat?
Yeah. She's under the table trying to eat a worm.
Huh. Yeah.
It's different out there. Glad my house is warm.
Boys in bed, Jen?
Yeah.
Bless.
Yes, their dad's been here taking care of them, Keisha. Don't worry, love. You don't need to ring social services again, Blue. Don't worry.
Has Keisha been on today?
I don't know. So I can't see her on any of my accounts, so I haven't really paid attention to her.
Neither can I. I've been told, obviously, when she's been talking about me and whatever.
Yeah, I got told that yesterday by Tammy. Yeah.
That understands that reason why. But where he's not going to let it go, it's going to get worse. Tom, I believe this is going to get worse. And also, where Tom is not going to let this go. And there is a part of me that understands that reason why. But where he's not going to let it go, it's going to get worse.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to stick up for him. But how can you be like, he's not letting it go? He's being stalked and his family's being harassed by an internet troll. How exactly is he meant to let it go?
I wouldn't let it go. Ever.
Well, you can't, can you, if someone's stalking you and harassing your family, trolling you on the internet? How can you, what do you do? Or just completely ignore it? Other than just completely ignoring it and acting like it's not happening, what are you meant to do?
Yeah, if it was just me, then I'd, wouldn't be so bad, but doing it to your family, not good. Just put muted again.
I'll be back in 2 seconds. He's come down for a drink.
Okay. Okay. Is Al still in here? Al, did you get any comeback from the post that you put about your cam-2ing, or was it just not like acknowledged or anything? Oh, yeah. It's madness, isn't it? How they run with a narrative and say what they want to say about you on this app. It's just madness. I don't get it at all. Just trust no one. Literally no one. It is, isn't it, Dancing Diva? It really is. It's not good. Not good. I'm just glad that I've found my, me and Tammy are all right. And all right, Al, yeah, message me, chick. Oh, was you accused of being that as well? Yeah, I've been accused as well, haven't I, that? Or if I'm not actually, then
I'm back.
I'm working with them. You all right, Jen?
Yeah.
I just refuse for somebody that knows absolutely fuck all to be having conversations about me behind the scenes. Trying to...
Sarah Lou, I apologise, love, right? But probably about 90% of everyone you know was probably conversating about it behind your back, love. They were.
Of course they were.
defame my name
Obviously they were.
with no foundation.
It was on TikTok. It was public. We're all going to be discussing it.
For those claims, you don't know anything. It wasn't around. To then come in today and have an attitude because I've lost my bag. You're telling me via message that you'll say anything publicly. Well, I don't believe that to be the case, Jenny. Because I don't believe I'd have found out.
I'm sick as well of being told, like,
Funnily enough, said it all here.
Tom's team, Laura, like, am I part of a community on TikTok? Yes. Am I team anyone? No, I'm team yin and yang. That's why the symbols are in my name. Like, I'm team morals. I'm team right is right and wrong is wrong.
I'm team morals and team right is right, wrong is wrong. Positive. Do we need to rewind back to everything you just said about me? Or is that just okay because it's just me?
Like, just because we're part of a community doesn't mean we all live, breathe and think the same as everybody. People in that community will disagree with me. I disagree with them. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
No.
we've all got our own opinions.
Yeah, we have.
AW,
I'm an attention seeker. I'm a pick me. What else did they call me? But it's also Becca's better than everybody else, including me. And she pays my benefits. What else? Something about my legs. I'm not really sure what that is. I'm two-faced. I'm pretty much, I can't even remember everything they called me. I'm not gonna lie.
Jenny has announced today that the reason that it was me that she believed was the doctor was because I sat with Blue.
I didn't even say that.
Only
That
me,
positive
clearly.
said that.
And that it was definitely not you. Only me. And she was around at the time to know so much about it. Do you know what I mean? Please.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but what that screenshot you've put up today narrows it right down to, I believe, 2 people, right?
Yeah.
You'll have to tell me because I wasn't in that group, obviously, but that's from my knowledge. There you go.
The thing is that I said this to Sarah Lou last night, right? Like, when she talks about dignity, she calls her dignity. Yet in that chat, dignity is called Bex. Like, Sarah Lou never refers to her as that. She refers to her as dignity.
Yeah, and Laura is shared as LOR.
Yeah, L-O-R. She doesn't.
Yeah,
She's got to say just Laura MD.
Yeah, there's not many people I know would save her under that, to be honest.
No. Laura MD was the face with the love hearts in the eyes. Laurie was the law. So I don't know what they're chatting on about.
No.
And Laura explained yesterday that had her contact not have been saved in my phone, you know the emoji with the love hearts as the eyes?
Yeah.
That is how her emoji shows, or did at the time.
Yeah.
So they've literally changed all the names to make it look like it's you.
Mm-hmm.
MD saved in my phone as not my Laura, because she's not my Laura. Do you know what I mean? That's literally what she saved as my...
Jenny's got live, apparently. I've just had a message.
She can go live all she likes. I just think it speaks volumes.
Scotty's had a rage. Oh dear.
What speaks volumes?
Scotty's
That I like about 99% of everyone around you had a conversation about it. What speaks volumes?
brainwave.
Also, who would save Tom as Richard? Because he's still going to leave Tom in
Do you
my
know what?
favour.
I'm embarrassed to say here, he's still saved in my net phone with the spunk emoji. I just haven't got round to changing it. Literally, he's in my phone as Tom with the spunk emoji.
Right, my brainwave, all of you.
I hope not, because apparently I said on the phone to Angel it's 100% not your dignity. I don't think I'd have said that. I think I would have said, if they're in that list of people on the thing, it can't be them. So it must be either AW or Sarah Lou. That's what I think I'd have said.
All 8 of you that was in that group, come into Sarah Lou's live now. You can have 9 people and I can question you all.
Oh, God.
And then I will tell you who it is.
Sounds good.
Yes,
Got
sounds
your
really
paper
good
out,
to me.
Bless
Write
Scotty.
down the evidence.
Yeah, I got it all written down.
We'll turn
I
to
can tell you now.
Scale, she fancies every lie, she knows.
Was it you, Liz, though? Seriously? I thought you didn't have loads of that chat.
She doesn't share. Because if we go back to the time when Scotty was written about in the chats, I did ask you for that information. You didn't give it me. If you remember, I was given it. Oh,
Like,
I've been honest with the guys.
I've been honest with the guys. I have been asked for the chat, right? I believe 3 times I've been asked for the chat. I wouldn't give it. I still wouldn't give it. If you said to me, can you show me this part of the chat? Can't.
Because I did.
I need everybody's consent.
I asked her for the part of the chat where I was in there and photos in my house and all that. And she wouldn't give me anything. But I did get it. So thank you to the person that got it. No, I honestly think all 8 of you should be in here. It's nothing to do with me. You know, I'm going to keep out of it. But that is the only way I was going to get sorted. And the person that did do it, come on, have the bollocks.
Is it being out of that little dignity, Liz?
You've got the bollocks to share something, have the bollocks to say you did. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly, and all wish, I'm going to drop
I know who my money's
all
on.
wish positive a happy 60th birthday. Bye.
Party! Guys, I'm not 60.
Oh, dear.
I do love
It's
Scotty.
going to be a war.
Haley just
God,
said
my dogs are really unhappy. Can you hear them? Maybe they need to the chat. It was me, Mum. It would be great if the people would admit it.
Let's face it, right? There's only 2 in that chat that has got or had.
Oh, that's what I was thinking, Liz, but, you know, apparently, according to someone on a fake account just earlier, it's been outed that it was dignity, and am I going to apologise to Sarah Lou for having a private conversation?
You don't have to apologise for your opinion. You apologise for having the wrong judgment.
Opinion.
Now, in my opinion, one of them 2...
You've got to bear in mind, up until Sarah Lou goes live, I've had a private opinion. And what?
Because of their hate for Delaney's hate for them, it leaves one person. Own it. Hi, AW.
Hello, everybody. You all right?
Yeah.
AW.
Yeah. Is it really your birthday, or is it this silly thing that it's everybody's birthday?
I'm 50 today.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday!
This is Sarah Lou's hate live on me, Irish Liz, because Angel's told her I had a conversation with her yesterday. And in that conversation, we jangled about who it may or may not be. I don't know what Angel's told her about the conversation, like, but that's what I remember it to be. And she wanted to call me out on live for having a conversation behind her back. I'm not mates with the girl. Half of the app yesterday was talking about who sent it. Half of the app was talking about it. But she found out that I talked about it. Richard have happily have told her. I gave her my number, I told her to tell her what I remember about the phone call.
Thank you.
But she wanted to go live so they could all slate me.
We was going to, but I don't know if my...
I think I've come to the conclusion maybe they thought I was having conversations with Angel and weren't telling no one. That's what I'm thinking. You're wrong there. I literally can't hold my own piss. Say hello, positive, Mia. Sorry, I can't. My friends know. Just to slate me. I mean, I really don't know. They've been coming at me for weeks. That Mia is an absolute fucking bully.
It's going to let me, so I might have to put it off till weekend.
Do you know what? It don't matter when you celebrate, does it? You know what I mean? Whether it's a weekend, in a week, 2 weeks, as long as if you're feeling shit, there's no point in doing it today.
Exactly. I can't predict, can I?
No.
When I'm going to be able to walk and when I'm not.
No. I've not really got a handle on this situation at all, apart from what Sarah Lou told me in the middle of the night. So I've just heard that Sarah was live, so I just texted her and said, do you want me to come in just support-wise? So I don't really like what's going on, but I am there, Sarah.
It's just, she's come on to...
Now, apparently according to Sarah Lou rules, what matters is that I've said privately to a person who I think it is.
AW, giving it full-on attitude, guys. I apologise about the dogs. I've asked them 10,000 times to pack it in, but they're very vocal today. She's copped an attitude today because obviously I've lost my rag.
I've copped an attitude. She made a whole ass post on me, and then they were slating me underneath the post as well. So yeah, I've got a bit of an attitude.
Election process.
Oh no, Liz, no. It's only my opinion that matters. That I've had this opinion privately.
When she wasn't around at the time, she doesn't know any of the ins and outs.
I do. I had a full-on conversation about it, darling.
Oh yeah, well, I was wrong to accuse you.
Sarah, I was on call with Laura, yeah, and we were going through the ins and outs of everything, yeah. We were going through dates, because obviously my thinking was, when Mia sent her that picture of who was in the group and whatnot, you know, the still from Zels, yeah, my thinking was, right, it must have happened, the screen recording must have happened before Dignity and Liz left the chat, but after the 13th of October, yeah? Or that's when I think you did it. And I went to bet you if you go back in that time frame, there's a bit there, that there must be a time there for a time when Andy's wife isn't in that chat and all them other people are. And so she went back on the chat while we were on call with Tom, yeah? And we're rolling right back as we're chatting about all different things now as well, you know? Who it could be Liz, maybe it's this person, maybe it's that person, yeah? And she goes back to the 2nd of November, yeah? And on the 2nd of November, Andy's wife leaves and you're all having a tiff, right? And she couldn't remember exactly what it was, but it was something to do with Dignity. I went and said something about the sub-live to one person, who repeated it to another person, and got back to her. Andy's wife, I'm not having this and leaving. I think it was Dignity was saying Andy's wife was saying something, but she weren't, yeah? So Andy's wife was like, I'm not having it, I'm leaving. And for like about 20 minutes, Laura left, then got added back, then got made admin again. And then there was a little portion there when Andy's wife's not in the group. And then we were like, maybe you're all having arguments and that, you know. Could she have recorded it then? And that's why it looks the way it looks. But then we were like, why wouldn't you have saved anyone's number as well? We were all saying all different things. That's along the lines of what I remember. Why wouldn't she have saved your numbers? That's the only thing that doesn't make sense. It's like, why wouldn't you have saved the numbers? So then I think I said something along the lines like, maybe she backed it up then. Maybe as precaution, that's when she backed it up. Maybe it weren't even anything malicious.
Yeah, I need to drop
I got him now while saying that.
You hear me, Jen? I need to drop. I'll be back. I just got a microphone call.
Okay. Yeah, we were all in a group call with AW as being P2, SL, or Diggs, and she left for a day or two. Did Dignity go back to the group after the 2nd of November? No. That's just what I remember from the phone call. So, I mean, Sarah Lou, please do. No, Liz, I don't think this is the right time for you to come up, love. I'm sorry. But it'll look proper dodgy. Because I'm being accused of all sorts in this, I'm sorry. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? They'll be sitting there fucking rubbing their hands together. Oh my god. They'll be like, we told you. Because wait until you hear what they say in a minute. No, wait until you hear what they say in a minute. You'll understand when Tom comes in and has comments. You'll understand what I'm saying. I'm gonna choke on my chewing. Fucking hell, love. No, let me tell you about right. So, actually, Sarah Lou, my thinking, based on the conversation I had with Laura and Tom, you imagine? You know, all your chat right now, this chat is probably going into the group chat and they're all like, oh my god. You're a little shit staring you are, Liz. You know fully well they're going to be doing that. You know fully well they're going to be doing that. Right, now listen. I've got to take your tape off because I am actually going to joke. You're all involved and stuff. Right, so I got an overview. I can't remember what I was saying. So my thinking was, you either backed up your phone then, or that's when you've taken the screen recording, probably of the old chat, yeah? For whatever, because probably you're being all paranoid and shit. Some people do, they act a little paranoid at times, yeah? And then, personally, my opinion, what I was thinking, because you obviously want to know what I was actually thinking. I was like, you know, maybe it's just being like, you know, she sent it to a mate or something like that, you know, like later on for whatever reason. And like, you know, it's being that person that's passed it on to. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not even being directly. Do you get me? Because to be fair, do I think you've personally spoke to Dal now? I reckon Mark would though. I do. You were talking to Chili P. You was talking to Chili P last year, Sarah Lou. I've got it in messages on here where you're apologising for stuff because you were communicating with him in Favourited Live while he was slating me and I pulled you up on it. And I was like, you know, what are you even doing? And he was like, oh, I'm just so sorry, I didn't realise what he was saying, and I'll pull him up on it. So you were obviously communicating with Chili P. So, you know, that's probably why you got called the turncoats, to be fair to you. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Like, it's probably why you do. And please stop getting mixed up on who I was talking to when I was talking to them. Because I never did none of these things to my friends while I've been friends with them. I'm friends with you, And girls, before you crack on in the little group chat, yeah, everyone's fully aware that like sometimes me and Liz have a little chit chat as well. Every so often, don't we, Liz? I remember that last phone call we had the other week. And girls in the group chat, I've been dead honest about that as well. So my friends now. Sorry.
But you are correct, Sarah. I don't know anything about it. And who am I to be making these conversations behind the scenes? She's copped an attitude, I
I don't care. I know, but Liz had already told my friends that me and you had a conversation the other week. I told them we had a long ass conversation, remember? And we couldn't get the boys to sleep. Got a couple of days after that, something happened and they had me right paranoid. No, I was dead paranoid, Liz, and remember that message I sent to you as well? Where I'm like, that's it. Oh my God, yeah, that's another thing. Remember me messaging you the other day and I was like, did you give my details to Blue over like her bank account? Yeah, we have a convo when we need to. Did you? I'm sure that's what she was saying in the live, you know. But can't get the replay back, but we heard like the back end of a conversation. So I'm not sure whether it was me that she was going on about, but previous to that she was talking about me. So it was like something like to do with how you got that name and bank accounts and money for a fundraiser. Something along the lines like that. That's why I sent you that message. And I was like, give Blue my details. But I didn't think, is it? But I had to ask. I know, me MC. I know. But it didn't make sense anyway because Grandad has already doxed me last Christmas. So he knew my full name and everything anyway then. So you wouldn't need to. Jen, you know me even when we had calls back in the day. In one ear and not the other. Flame on my lips then. Yeah. That's what I'm like. That's why I can barely remember what happened. I'm dying for them to tell me it was recorded. First and foremost, I'm going to call them hypocritical little C-U-N. Can't finish it off because apparently you can't spell that word anymore. And then I'm going to want to read it. Because I just can't imagine myself to be saying that collaborated. What's the word? Consequential. Oh well, what was that word before? Yeah, you can't blame them for being paranoid though, can you? I'm still a little bit para about loads of different things. That normally consists of, you have a conversation and the next thing you know, you find something out and you're going to have a conversation with a person and they're like, oh my God, and you're like, oh my God. I wondered if that happened, but I'm a little bit para from last year anyway when all my phone calls were recorded. So, you know.
Calling us all bullies.
Like we said last night, you know and I know, and everybody knows, you've not got that in you. My honest opinion is, and I think this might make me sound guilty, but I don't really care, does it matter who did it? Because we all know it's one of two people. They've both done it before. It won't change anything. You know what I mean? They've done it, both the two people have done it many, many times.
Yeah. You know, that's the reason why I had to speak to Angel the first time, you know. That's why I spoke to you the other week. Isn't it? I'd been sent these voice notes that sounded like phone calls, right? And obviously Liz is in them. And I'm going, I've not had a conversation with Liz. I was absolutely adamant I hadn't conversated. I'd been in a conversation with you and Angel anyway in December. I'm going, sure, I didn't have a conversation. And in this, you know, we're talking about just jangling in the conversation, a little bit weird actually, like it was a little bit insignificant type of stuff. I was a little bit scared to listen to at first though. And so I'm like that, oh my God, Liz must have recorded it, because she's the only one in there. I know fully well Angel hasn't recorded it. Liz must have recorded us at some point. We must have been on the phone to Liz in December. What on earth, right? So I get onto Angel and for about 20 minutes. Oh, Liz. I feel awful on you to say that to you then. We were like, she must have done it. That day she told me she couldn't record calls. I'm going to, she was on call with me once last year Spent about 20 minutes screen sharing, telling me she couldn't record a call. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And then Angel listened to it. The voice note thing, yeah. I'm not messing ya. It was alive. It weren't a phone call that had been recorded. It was alive. Don't ask me how she remembered it from all the lives that were in. But somehow Angel remembered it and was like, it was alive. And so we were like, fuck. But we were adamant we hadn't been in a phone call as well, though, you know, it was so weird. I was like, are the AI in it? The AI had a phone call. Because I don't remember having a phone call with Liz. And we're going through the phone call logs and everything, and it was like, there's no phone call there. And there weren't no phone call there, it was when you popped into the live on. She even remembered the bloody date. The 2nd of December. She actually remembered the date. On the 2nd of December.
I'm thinking of. Iras has done even worse if we're looking at what's being said about a job at the minute. Does it really matter which one of them it was for us to all be losing sleep over? I don't care.
It's the pick I've already seen, surely.
Because they've done it before.
Exactly. Do you know what, MD? It's easy for anyone, right? Give a list of who's in that chat, and everyone will agree that all but two would not have done it.
Exactly. That's it. Positive. So I'm not losing any. The issue here, to be honest, is the fact that what happened. That there were a picture of children put in that group. That, you know, and I'm shooting myself in the foot by saying that, but that is the issue for me personally. And people who don't know me might think, oh, she's trying to brush over it so she sounds well guilty. It's not me. It's dogs there. But I don't care which one of them it was. I really don't. My opinion won't change, even if they admit it. Do you know what I mean?
I have said, Shell, publicly that I am also questioning whether these conversations were started by Tom.
What conversation?
You said that to me last night. You did say that to me last night, and I can tell you, I
what is she going on about conversation started by Tom?
He said the two people he thought it was.
Why does she want to know what conversations I'm in with Tom?
So I think about it, Sarah, as well, right? That phone call was made by Jeni, right?
Yeah.
And the reason the person told you is in his mind, Tom named Dignity. But that person couldn't understand why you were being named, but then later on Dignity. So, does that mean, do you know what I mean? Does that mean that Tom has never said that person should put it upon themselves to do it?
Girls, I've literally told them I was in a conversation with Laura and Tom, and I'm only telling you because I feel like you need to have an understanding. I weren't just in one conversation. Everyone was conversating about this behind the scenes. Laura Lou, Sarah Lou. It's really difficult for me to say the name Sarah Lou. You need to have an understanding of it, love. There wasn't no bad being in it. Yeah? When I got on the call to Angel, I'm strangling. She's strangling. Both strangling. It must have come up in the conversation. And then, what more do you want? There was nothing, no ill intentions with it. There was no, it was strangling. What more do you want me to say? Like, as a little conversation, the same as probably half of the app have had about it. What more, and it just so happens that it's my opinion, Sarah Lou. Like, what more do you want me to say to you? So to be turning into, did Tom start these conversations? Did he, Sarah Lou? About what? Because anything me and Tom have said about you and your husband, it's been said public, love.
Fucking hell.
Sir,
I know exactly backwards and coming forwards, is it?
I know from last night how...
Now, don't have an opinion. Apparently, what Positive says in a minute about me having the phone call is absolutely fucking hilarious. How dare I have the right to have a fucking private conversation? How fucking daresn't I?
How stressed and upset you were. Honestly, if you and Jenny don't know each other, does it matter what someone you don't know thinks of you? Honestly, to get this upset, I'm not.
No, it doesn't.
And that is about the only half-hearted attempt anyone made at a stick-up.
Why can I eat myself? But it's the fact that she's going around speaking about me to other people. As a
And
two
what?
person would.
And what? I'm not your mate, Sarah Lou.
I will say, initially, when Sarah Lou was told last night, I'm not speaking out of turn, but because that call was made by that person, I think Sarah Lou's initial thought was, did they not believe me? Don't shut up. Do you know what I mean? Like, did them
Sorry to jump in. Laura, can you please check in on Lou?
Did you not believe me?
Absolutely beside herself.
What's happening?
No, Sarah Lou. Later, yeah, they then discover, yeah, it's probably been, they think anyway, that's not my same opinion. Although I would go down the route of us trying and testing that, like where we change the names to a squiggly line in the name, like on a group chat, and see if that's the case. Like maybe you can change people like that, maybe. That it being edited babe, yeah, and so it could have been anyone. You do understand that? You've got that in your head? But before that, pretty much, yeah. What do you want people to say, love? Your name is in the mix, and it definitely ain't going to be Andy's wife.
Sherby came in the box and they were talking, and Mark come in like Sherby's room and basically had a go at Lou and said that.
Do you mind if I drop down to give her?
No, of course not.
Yeah, can you please call Lou and just make sure that she's okay?
Yeah, why it's not her fault, but why the hell is she letting them in, honestly? I'll come back to
No, Sherby came in the live because Lou wanted to ask her a
Jenny,
question. and
they
Mark was in the
really
background
must have
shouting about
nothing
Lou and
better
her
to
kids
do,
and
love.
stuff.
Right, I'm gonna go, Dom.
I don't,
Sarah,
I'm doing
still
my
here,
shit.
alright?
Alright,
Thank
well,
you.
Tell her we've all got her.
yeah, bless her. Guys, I need to wait, so just speak amongst yourselves.
Can you mute this time? I heard you piss last night. Yeah, I think that was the thing, Andy. Like, her initial thought was, do you know what I mean? Like, do you all think she's lying?
No, positive. They changed their opinion later on. But my opinion is my opinion, positive. You do understand I can have a difference of opinion. And it was private. More do you want?
Just here, please. Another fact. That's what I was saying. That photo, that screenshot was edited to make it look like it was one or two people.
I've just said, like, the chats we were in, I could go in there now and change, like, I don't know, Tom's name to Bob, and your name to Emmy. It would look like a chat.
Yeah. But this is what I was saying, positive. Why are they trying to make it look like, you know what I mean? They've named everyone else, but tried to make it look like two people.
Yeah. It's fucking, I don't know why that call was made. I don't understand, like, someone who had nothing to do with that. Like, I didn't go looking into that chat because I have nothing to do with
that. Might have been because it was all kicking off in Lou, and that might have been my fault. You know what I mean? We were talking about the situation, about what had been going on, like in Lou's that morning. Where we was getting shit for it, you know what I mean? It was all coming out, and we were all getting shit for it,
and someone's told Jenny that Mia was messaging people yesterday about it as well.
Yeah. Because Mia's not going to sit up there and act like she weren't. Oh, Auntie, fucking tell the truth.
Jenny's just said Mia was messaging everyone.
No, not at all.
Nothing to do with Scott. Scott, you're in enough trouble saying I'm 60.
Have you seen that screenshot, positive, where they've crossed out they've put law, not Laurie, and then the lover. Do you know what I'm saying?
You've just gone to Lou AW because you're on private, aren't you? Yeah, like, It's like me, if I was to send a screenshot of our conversation, you would appear as not my lord on the chat.
Yeah.
I don't
But my Snoop, well not my Snoop, but my burner phone is the one that was in that WhatsApp chat, not this number. And that's got the love eye emoji.
Right.
So they
not my Laura 1 and not my Laura.
Laura, what you should have done there, sweetheart, was have gotten in and it being like everyone was conversating about it. What's the big deal? Rather than acting like you weren't. Because you was. We all were. That's what you should have done there.
So they've changed Laurie to Law.
Who calls Laurie Law? I just don't know.
I called Laura Law.
Yeah.
I've never called Laurie
But
Law.
that wouldn't appear on my WhatsApp. Do you get what I mean? That's not my WhatsApp name.
No. Obvious what you thought. Are you okay?
She's not answered.
A little bit
I'm
disheartened with it, to be fair, about not being honest.
Because I know when Lou's upset, she
A little
always
bit
does that. She
disheartened,
doesn't like
Laura.
to speak to anyone, and it just takes her half an hour or an hour to calm down. So I've rung her a couple of times, pleaded with her to answer, and just put, I know that you like time when you're upset, so just give me a ring when you're ready.
She might not have it's very late.
Yeah, definitely. She just needs time to come down, because you immediately would go, are you okay? But she just likes that time to come down.
So my friend Purple Heart's in the box now as well.
I've not seen anything. Of course, it's a bloody shitstorm at the minute, isn't it? Christ, guys.
Insane, isn't it?
Just a question. Could whoever has shared the chat have edited it to make it look like it was Sarah Lou that doxed it if they know that Sarah Lou calls MD Law? I don't know.
I'm not sure. Sorry.
It just popped into my head when I was like, when she said it's only me that calls. I call. Oh, sorry, no, I'm behind. Right, I'll drop that.
Girls, it makes you need to understand something, women. So listen, Tom's just went in the box. If it weren't being spoken about, yeah, how do I know he was in the group?
Oh, you've got Robin here. Get rid of that nonsense.
He's this person to help because Sarah Lucas, she did speak to like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And the trouble is that the night before, do you remember, we won't bring it up, their dad works, do you get what I mean? There was a little, the night before it all come out, Sarah, Mark and Tom had a little bit of
the worst thing you can do to me is make out that I've done a really bad thing, yeah? When I've done nothing bad anyway, but you make sitting there making out like it's bad, but you know we've all done the same thing. There's nothing bad in it, but we're discussing who the fuck doxed it as out, yeah? And I know, yeah. And you're making out like I've done a really awful thing. You've held alive, you've absolutely slated me in there. And then my friends who were in the conversations with me, I've then jumped into a box with the person slating me who were also their friends, and in being entirely honest. So realistically, that's like throwing me under the bus, isn't it? So yeah, that is throwing me under the bus. I really appreciate that, by the way.
Yeah. And then the next day, right, it comes out fine, yeah, it comes out, but then it's edited to make it look like it's a certain person who said, well, one of two people. AW6 with Tom, so they're never going to think it's her. That's my point.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Just try and cause even more trouble, do you know what I mean? Like,
Tom's in the box
Tom
now.
and fucking Sarah Lou and Mark and whatever I can get to, but it ain't that deep.
Exactly.
But we'd leave it there.
The law bit is a mistake, because if you don't have the contact saved, it puts a squiggle and then puts whatever your name is on your WhatsApp. You know, so everybody puts a name on the WhatsApp. So mine's Richard. So it's a
She's
squiggle and a
AW.
Richard.
No.
So what they've tried to do, they've tried to be clever about
AW's like fully like she'd never do anything against Tom. Obviously. Why would she? Unless she needs an Oscar. If she's sneaky, she'd need an Oscar. And that's the only reason why people were saying hello, because obviously the only other person must have been that. I don't care if Tom's there. I no longer want to communicate. I told him to the F word off, never communicate with me again, because any one of them could have said anything in this life and didn't. They could have said something. They could have said, no, that's not on. Oh, come on. AW half-heartedly tried there. I'll give it half a point.
seeing the actual one, and it's and as
Friends
that
don't treat
person
friends like
who's
this.
shared it doesn't have any of those.
Why hasn't
contacts
Laura
saved
just
in
been
their-
honest?
in their
Everyone was discussing it, Laura. You know, everybody was.
in itself, no one.
I was on the
would
phone
have
to
that,
Laura,
everybody would.
and multiple people were discussing it. She was reiterating it to me. So she was on the phone. She know, nothing bad in it. I'm not even saying there's anything bad in it, but obviously everyone was. I'm not just going to be. You're not just going to sit there and throw me under the bus for having one private conversation. Yeah, when we were all in the conversations. Tell the woman, and tell her there's nothing bad in that. It's only her name in the mix for it. Obviously, if later on you said then obviously, like Tom's about to explain to everyone, yeah, you then come to the conclusion, obviously, it's got to be edited. It's got to be edited in somewhere, yeah? And they changed their opinion. That's fine, great. I've still got my opinion, yeah?
Those contacts saved, and name them whatever they name them. So the squiggle is there, so they made a mistake in Laurie
No.
by putting law. Because they put,
No, and I've been absolutely slated. So they've been talking for the last like 20 minutes or so. But before that, I was absolutely slaughtered. And they start slating me again in a minute, and they all just sit there and say nothing. Well, they said nothing up until about 1:15 in this, and then they turned it off. Because they absolutely see me ass. I rang Tom, told him where to go. I shouldn't have even expressed how upset I was with them, to be fair, because they just don't deserve it. They don't deserve my feelings. None of them do.
Miss one out, but which one they've missed out? We've missed one of two out, and then there's the U at the end, and they've edited to make it look like it could be one of two people. But you know, I've said all along, it's guaranteed. It's either Dixie or Liz. I've said that. You know,
Yeah.
I'm pretty 100% on who it is out of them too. But you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to me who's doxed it. You know, because both of them have doxed stuff out of there anyway. It doesn't matter who's doxed it. Doxed something that's all right. They've edited one screenshot. The fact is, what got put out there got put out. What got put in that group got put in that group. But it wasn't.
I know, and I've had their backs. Like I've been defending Tom the last couple of days. I always defend Tom, don't I? Really feel a little bit sad for him because he stutters and shit. That's no bad. Like I just hate it when people get him in there and like proper overspeak him and that. I think it's really mean. It's a bit tight, innit? But you know, you just live and you learn. I should have learned last time, like the other week when they were allowing Lou and them women to like carry on the way they were carrying on. I should just never have like even have made another attempt, honestly, at a friendship. I should not. But I actually quite like them, to be fair. I don't like them now. Just obviously, I don't even know what I see in people, honestly. I don't think it's just part of that. Maybe not being able to read people's proper intentions. Maybe being proper stupid. But I did tell Tom on the phone that everybody was fucking right about him. But they mustn't they, in some way? Like, that's probably what they mean, and you don't see it until you see it. Such a shame.
In there to use that in an adult's argument, to use those in an adult's argument, it was an error on my part to have actually put that in there, but there was never any malicious intent to put it in there. The people in there should be dug out, because clearly, like Sarah pointed out yesterday, Sarah Lou pointed out yesterday, she didn't even have that, so she didn't even click on it to download it onto her camera roll or whatever.
Yeah,
so
I didn't see it at all.
It wasn't even saved for her.
Yeah, Laurie couldn't see it either.
Yeah, so Laurie's not even seen it. But like I say, there's nothing malicious to have been put in there, and this is why people comparing it to what. And then so the people in there, regardless of that, shouldn't necessarily be dug out for being part of that, because no one, the people have been identified.
He just waffles on for a little bit.
And when I saw that, I was and as Del had afflicted personally saved. Is the to come out with Nick Paula's for that? It was probably not even you.
No. You like your guys and these kids, right? And I know you well enough, and I'll call you out when you're wrong. But I don't believe you did it for malicious intent. Was it wrong? Yeah. But did you do it for malicious reasons? No.
No. And it's backed up. The time frame is important, because it was done 18 months ago, and nothing has been done with that until now, when somebody has decided to weaponise what was done there in an argument. So what. The famous saying, what the mind don't see. Like when I was shared back in September, I think it was September, my kids have been put into shared around. I was really fucked off, and I didn't know what to do about it. I have never made it public until now. When yesterday, when Del Mac, and I'm not naive, right? Del Mac, in the morning, the night before, I've gone to the police about this. And if the police don't sort it in 2 weeks, I'm going to be going around and knocking on his door and all this. Then digging out Lou on video after video after video with me as well. And then in the afternoon, he's making out, well, all it'll take is a phone call and we'll sort this out. I'm not naive to think that man. I've known him long enough to think that, he's got my number, he has me blocked. If he wants to ring me and have a go at me or whatever and talk about things, then I've not got you blocked. I'd rather sort it out on the live where this accountability comes out for what people have done, but he's not prepared to do that. To think it'll all get sorted out. And what about Chili P? Nothing's been mentioned about that, as far as, what's his involvement. So, the people who are sort of choosing this now, I get that other people have been dug out and things like that for doing things, and it's a good way to go back at people. But involving all the people in that WhatsApp group, given the circumstances that I've spoken about, I think, clutching at best, but it's just wrong what they're doing to the people in there.
The thing is as well, right, he said that your children's pics were shared by your ex. Now, I'm sorry, I would not send pictures of Becky to her dad's enemies. Absolutely not, right? And whether she did that or not, that's on her, that, they're her kids as well. But he shouldn't have passed them. He also passed them pictures off.
Well, they're taking off her Instagram. It's clear, you can see on the pictures, they're off her Instagram. So you're telling me that she's screenshotted and sent pictures, because there was another one there. There was two lots of images, and one just had her and a friend on one of them that I've not put out there, and the other one, there was three images, but there was two lots of screenshots that were sent to me. You say that she sent a screenshot of a friend to him off her Instagram. That's not.
Can I be real about something? Jenny, I was upset the other week, you might not know this, love, about not being invited to the Discord. because I don't speak to anyone behind the scenes. So are you listening? Nobody. Do you really think me leaking that is going to get me in the group? Are you fucking thick?
What the fuck has that got to do with me having a private fucking conversation? Fucking weirdo, mate. Swear to God, this woman's a fucking weirdo.
Sarah, well, you don't get upset, okay?
Don't get upset over that, rat. Seriously.
Sarah. It's all right making that phone call yesterday. The people involved know it wasn't you, Sarah. She had no right making that phone
Just
call.
think of it. I'm not a snake. Like, I know Mark and I have been called it before by you, Tom. We don't talk to anybody behind the scenes. I'm not sure where this is getting confused. This is why I wish this person would just out himself, because it's not me.
I think this is why it's bigger than, just like what I said to you on the phone. I think it's bigger than what it is.
Like I said to you on the phone. So, you're seeing your ass that I had a private conversation, yeah? But yous have all been in a private conversation about it. And then my friends, who were also your friends, know you're going live to hold a hate live against me about it. But yous have all been in private conversations about me all day. Make that make sense? And you've just called me all them names, you, me, a positive. And there's my friend right there and says absolutely nothing.
I agree.
Nothing, just like it was okay.
We don't talk to anybody behind the scenes. I'm not sure where this is getting confused. This is why I wish this person would just out himself, because it's not me.
I think this is why it's bigger than, just like what I said to you on the phone. I think it's
And I'll
bigger
call
than
them anything I want to call them now.
It is.
After what they've called
I
me.
agree.
It's not fair that she's ended up hurting, do you know what I mean? She's been wrong.
Get a fucking... Jenny, get some brains for once in your life and stop just
I've
trying
got
to
brains.
be Tom's number one girl, and understand that if I'm feeling isolated, me sharing the chat is not going to get me anywhere, is it? What does that tell my current friends? You can't trust me with nothing because I'm going to...
Why aren't they stepping in and being like, come on, stop? You know the whole thing with Tom was a joke as well. Like, why not step in, anyone, and say, come on. No?
Be so for real.
Do my feelings matter? No? Or was I just collateral damage? Yeah?
It's fucking target number one at the minute. Why is she involved anyway?
You're welcome to that spot.
Why? Well, ask Tom and Laura then. Why am I involved? Ask. Hello?
Like coming on here and going, oh, well, it's definitely not AW, Sarah, so it has to be you. How have you worked
I
that
didn't
out?
say that. I was telling you what was said in the conversation again. Oh, I said the words again. Thank you, TikTok, for letting us spread this awareness. We love you so much.
What did it have to do? Why bring that person?
Did I send it to Sherby? Is there a chance I sent it to Sherby and Sherby sent it on?
Remember, the people that are then going back to Sarah to repeat this is the same people that are involved with the same people that doxed it.
Yeah, but the way that
Sarah was told with good intentions ending, because he came after Tom time because they were confused why they would be getting a phone call off Jenny questioning this when Tom didn't allow the way he was saying it is. Do you know what I mean?
Question. What's it got to do with Jenny anyway?
Everything.
and Tom, I'd be careful who you trust, mate.
Somebody did work.
Because I think the people you think are snakes are actually not, and the people you may be putting a lot of trust into.
100%, Sarah.
Just be careful, Tom.
And I just confirm now, right?
Do we hear Tom sticking up for me?
Absolute victims. True love. We ain't sticking it in any of you.
Daddy slut shaming me. Yeah, you just can barely hear it because the washing machine's on the spin. So we'll have a little break while I wait for the spin to finish. Yeah? Not wanting to say anything. You just let them ramble on like that, pure slut shaming me, nothing said. It's the only thing that's pissed me off. It's the only reason why I'm live now. Like, why aren't you people saying the same? Why aren't you telling them? Tell them about the whole conversation we had. Be honest about it, Mia. Be honest about what you were saying to Mia. And be open about what was said. Be open about what was said. Because if you're going to think that you're going to use me like collateral damage and have women up there shaming me, calling me everything, I'm going to go on mute. So yeah, they just, if you're going to try using me for collateral damage and like you think your friend can go live whacking me about a private phone call, I'll tell her about the whole private phone call. How did I know who was in the group chat? How do I know what was said? Hello? You know what I mean? Don't be sitting there like fools, acting like every fucker on this app went sitting up in phone calls yesterday banging on about who they thought it might be. Don't be running lives, hate lives, thinking it's acceptable to call people the names you're calling them, making the claims that you're claiming, and then my friends just sit there and just like, oh, won't say nothing. Because apparently it's just okay for these people to call me all of that and make out all that because I'm me. Must just be my face. I don't know. I don't really know. I haven't really got the logistics together either. I know to show this group chat thing as well. Do you know the bully one? Ball bags one. Might just post it as a post, to be fair. Which I'm not doing anything bad despite what they're saying. ABM actually outed part of it, trying to make out that she said nothing bad in it, but she didn't show the part where she said anything bad. She only showed things from February. So, sorry, didn't really want to stoop to your level, but gonna have to, aren't I? Because don't like to be called a liar. That was the cat. It's made the funniest noise then. Are you coming in? Your mind does.
Then going back to say to repeat this is the same people that are involved with the same people that doxed it.
Yeah, but the way that
Sarah was told with good intentions, MD, because it came after Tom's live because they were confused why they would be getting a phone call off Jenny questioning this when Tom's on a live blatantly saying who he thinks it is. Do you know what I mean? It
Question. What's it got to do with Jenny anyway?
exactly, Neil. And Tom, I'd be careful who you trust, mate.
Tom, but it didn't work.
Because I think the people you think are snakes are actually not, and the people you may be putting a lot of trust
I don't
into.
think they are.
100%, Sarah.
Just be careful, Tom.
And I just confirmed now, right? Tom
And
was
do you want to know
actually-
something? Like Tom and Laura are sitting there while she's saying all that. Do you know fully well the things we've all discussed, yeah? And it's a bit like that because I'm discussing the phone call from yesterday, but that's very relevant. But do you know the things we've discussed? And yeah, there's Purple Heart. She also knows the things we've discussed. Has it gotten out there? Did he know? No? So why hasn't anyone said that? No, that's not on. I don't know. I don't know what would be a typical response to make in that situation.
So fit it. True love him. He ain't sticking it in any of you.
Right, just in case anyone does have any doubts, I have Mark's number, Mark ITFC, yeah, but I've never had Sherby's number. So any sort of dealings, say I've needed to speak to Sherby for whatever that reason may be, I've had to go through Mark.
Sarah, if I speak, is my echo really bad?
I think if we all mute.
Yeah, let us mute and you speak.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I feel honoured now. This is a lot of pressure. I just wanted to put Sarah's mind at rest. I don't even think she should be worrying about this. Anyone who knows Sarah knows full well she would not do this in a million years. Even if I went to her house and sat on a pillow, she is not ever going to do this. She wouldn't put
And they're just
assuming.
I mean, whatever Sarah's being told, they're just assuming is true. That's another thing. Because fuck knows what she's being told.
She wouldn't do it. She's just not got it in her. There is only 2 people that I'm aware of that have ever doxed from a group, and I just don't think there's any time wasting breath on debating. This is 2 other people debating whether it's Sarah or not, because it ain't Sarah. It's not Sarah.
No, but it was a topic of conversation today on someone else's live about who was, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Everyone was getting
I heard all about that.
That was Jessie's live, but I didn't participate in.
Yeah,
And I won't argue with this person because they're vulnerable. I refuse to do it at this moment in time.
No, Dusty, Steph's not even in. For me personally, no one else is in the running apart from these 2 people. But I am going to give real talk.
I won't argue with Jess because she's vulnerable, but you'll fire up a live on Jeni because that's acceptable. I swear, I think these people don't think I'm human. I think they think I'm not human or I'm not real. They must. They literally must think I'm not real.
To me, the issue isn't even about who's doxed it for me, because it's not going to change anything for me. I know it's one of those 2 people. The issue is, why was a child in that group? That's been discussed, that's been explained.
Nothing.
That's
Just
what
nothing.
the
They're
issue
going
is to
along
me,
with
is
it.
children.
They're just going along with
our
it.
children have been passed on by this person who's doxed it.
What a shame,
Exactly, Laura.
Do you get what I mean? That's where, like, no.
Because do you know what? Even like behind the scenes, Angel will tell you. An Angel in there. The Sherby, part of the arguments we all used to have was that I heavily stuck up for them. Like, extreme. We'd argue over it. We'd actually argue over me not seeing what they were going on about when it comes to them. And me being like, no, sticking up for them. behind the backs. How fucking stupid am I? Because they'd sit in a public live while I'm being absolutely slaughtered and not stick up for me, so what the fuck am I doing behind their backs?
Sorry, the echo's really bad. I'll mute in 1 second.
Joke's on fucking me.
This thing with kids has got to stop. Do I side with Tom on everything? Absolutely not. People might think I'm up his hoop. I'm his worst nightmare. I give him hell behind the scenes. You know what I mean? There's been a lot of times that I've said, nah, I don't agree with what you're doing. Kim's just mentioned it there, the big mammy thing. Tom knows my opinions on that. He's got his opinions on that. I can't stop him from doing what he's doing. But we'll have a conversation as mates. But where I have got a concern is the weaponising of children. If I speak out now, have I got to be worried about my nieces putting up on a troll page again? If Positive speaks up now, has she got to worry that pictures when her kids were kids are going to be put, you know, around? It's got to stop, man. It's like this is why I've come off. It's an absolute hell. It's a war zone. When has anyone really enjoyed themselves recently on this app? Well, honestly.
AW, unfortunately, a group of bullies held another hate live on me today to go along with the multiple other ones that are probably going along around about the same time. Hate I'm getting, by the way, can I just say, the joke of it is, I get quite a lot of it just because I stick up for Tom. I haven't really managed to enjoy myself today, to be honest with you, Andy's wife, sorry, because your mates are trying to bully me, adding to the jumble of bullying I'm already getting, because I was sticking up for your mate, because I won't call him my mate anymore.
Doesn't Kim sit with Miss Blue at the minute?
Yeah, Kim, I've got no thing against you, Kim, at all. I think you're a lovely lady, but that woman has put my 1-year-old and 3-year-old nieces on a troll page. So I'm with you on the big mammy stuff, but really, like,
is it? You got to have the same energy across the board. Sorry, morals are morals, and right is right, and wrong is wrong. So don't sit there calling out one other person when you're sat with multiple people that have done it.
She's only here to flirt with me, Kim.
Well, she's not doing that, Kim. I don't sit with anyone that sits with Blue, so...
Oh, Del, the platforming of Del's got to stop.
Have I now?
The damage that man has gone, look at Shy alone, and I'm not going to bring up her story.
Guys, I'm not sitting with anyone that sits with Blue. Absolutely not.
I'm going to mute, sorry, it's my...
Oh yeah, speaking of Blue, so obviously me being Jenny's #1 target, yesterday...
I'm sorry, but where did this bird get that from? Sarah Lou, we had a private conversation, love. You made a whole ass post and a whole ass live, and now I'm responding to that, yeah? So where'd you get that from, darling?
When I was speaking to Del, I did bring up Jenny, and I can't remember how she got brought in the conversation. But essentially, I validated the way she feels when it comes to Blue, because I do think it's wrong.
So you had a private conversation about me?
In the comments.
Lovely to know.
Only a matter of hours later, am I finding out that Jenny's slagging me off behind my back, which just felt amazing, Jenny.
I'll just put a disclaimer in that Scatty is excluded from my last statement, because
I don't even recall slating her and being real. Don't really know what she's going on about.
She's just Scatty and she's champion fence sitter, so she does what she wants, and that's okay, because it's fucking Scatty.
We love Scatty. I just wish whoever done it would just own it and just put it all out there, because if they continue to do this, then this is going to keep happening over and over and over again.
Sarah, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Jen, obviously I love you to bits. This is a genuine, impartial question. Have you tried to speak to Jen on a one-to-one or
no,
on a
but
phone
I
call?
did Andy's wife. Well done to you.
You know, rather than your upset is my main concern, but also rather than this all playing out on the app, is that I know how reasonable you are. Like, if you tried, would you be willing to do that if someone could? facilitate?
No, but I did
So
Andy's way.
normally I would have just gone straight to her anyway. I wouldn't
But-
have made this public.
But it's Jenny, so what I've done is I've come on a public live to try so me and my mates can sit here and shame her, and all of her other mates can throw her under the bus. That's what you've done. What else is
And I
there
would have
to
sorted
say?
it out completely behind the scenes. But obviously, the fact that she wouldn't even give me that same grace and come to me and directly ask me a load of questions, which I'd be happy to sort of answer. Sorry, I'm in two minds about it. One part of me says yes, the other half of me says no. And the reason the other half of me says no also is because she's come on today, she's copped an attitude, she's gone at Mia again, she's gone at Becky, she's gone at Positive. It's made it a little bit deeper for me now.
Right, see, I'm unaware of all this, mate. I just, I know it's the done thing to say when everything kicks off and say, oh, just speak off the app. But I know how understanding and reasonable you are, and that you have the ability to
Auntie's wife, she wants her and her pals that have been trying to bully me for months, yeah? They wanted it purposely on a live so that they could try and intimidate me first, obviously, with making me wait for this live, whatever, right? So they could make out all of these things that they've said, yeah, and to bully me. What part of that do you not understand?
But yeah, I understand that completely. If you don't feel in a place to do that, I didn't know she'd been going at,
I mean, well done, Auntie's wife.
I know it's the done thing to say when
I'm in two minds about it. One part of me says yes, the other half of me says no. And the reason the other half of me says no also is because she's come on today, she's copped an attitude, she's gone at Mia again, she's gone at Becky, she's gone at Positive. It's made it a little bit deeper for me now.
So you were already going on a live, so don't lie. Do not lie, say hello, yeah? I offered you my phone number. I said, call me. I think I've said I'll say to you. You copped an attitude with me when you messaged me back. Should we get the messages up? So I hit back and I'm like, I can't remember what I said, yeah? And then I went live and I was like, come on then. You want to run a live with me, yeah? Come on. I'm not being intimidated by you, because I'm not being intimidated by you, yeah? I knew what this was going to be before. As soon as I found out about it, Laura MD had already rang me, darling, this morning.
Right, see, I'm unaware
it weren't
of all
this morning, it was more like this afternoon.
Mate, I just, I know it's the done thing to say when everything kicks off and say, oh, just speak off the app. But I know how understanding and reasonable you are, and that you have the ability to hold a conversation even if you're fuming, but yeah, I understand that completely. If you don't feel in a place to do that, I didn't know she'd been going at, more people.
Like, in my eyes, she's attempted to, I don't know what is on with my dogs today, guys, seriously.
So she's just told I went at them. They went live and they went at me, yeah? I went live and I was like, well, come on in. Come tell me what it is. Come on. Non-twat. Come on. I was like shouting for her to come in. She didn't come in. She went live herself and they were slating me. So who went at who?
In my eyes, she's tried.
You had done a post last night on me already. I didn't even know about it until Laura rang me.
I'm onto this live today has got her back up because she's been caught out as being two-faced, which she's notoriously known to be. But as then...
What's two-faced about having a private phone call? What is two-faced about having a private phone call with someone? I'm sorry, I'm missing something here. You're not my friend, Sarah Lou. I'm not going to be sitting there bigging you up on any phone call in any manner. None of us ever did. Yeah? Yeah? So what are you expecting from it?
In that mindset, has then tried to shit stir with Mia, which I don't think is right.
No, They brought up the group chat. So I said, they're bullies, innit? What more do you want?
In any way, shape, or form.
Been saying it for months.
Mia, one of the funniest people on this app I've met.
She's not.
She's real, she's loyal, but she'll also...
She might be very lovely to you and his wife, but she certainly isn't to me.
Sorry. God, I can't even pay her a compliment. She will tell you straight if you're being a tit, but she'll also have you back 100%, and she's the loyalist, most... Honestly, like, I'm blessed to have met Mia, genuinely, so that needs to stop. She's not a bully.
Like, bless her, you know, I would have less offence.
Mark, have you coming in here to say something, love? Or you keep on cropping in? Have you got something to say, Mark? You seem to want something because you keep on joining.
To Mia questioning stuff, because I know that she is so close to most people who are in that group. So she would naturally be involved in those conversations, because when you're friends with other people, you do speak about stuff like that. I can understand that. I'm a girl, do you get it? The same way I spoke to Positive about how I was feeling last night.
Mark, your wife's a bully.
So I'd have less offence of Mia not making these accusations, but maybe questioning it. But for Jenny, who doesn't understand any of it, doesn't know what went on at that time and why things like that might have been even just discussed in the group. Forget the pictures for a second.
Mark, go and sit back with Kitty Toxers, mate. Go and sit back with women while they shout out women's addresses. Go on.
It's really taken me back.
Go do what you do best.
Exactly, Bullbag. Anyone that disagrees with Jenny is then labelled a bully. But to then come on and have an attitude rather than sort of hold your hands up and be like, yeah, I did have those conversations last night, and then come and explain her reasons, that's got my back up even more. Then you've gone at my friends. It's just made it
your
worse.
friends went at me. No, your friends went at me.
Why's everyone on mute?
Sarah, I feel like do we think that happy face if you think Sarah is a good person, sad face if you think she's the little rat and docks the chat? Because I know for a fact that everybody in here who votes Sarah will know. Anybody who's had one conversation, you're the softest person on TikTok.
I know what this is. Just clicked onto what it is. So they don't know whether the rest of that group chat's been outed yet, so they can't turn on Sarah and Mark. God bless me. I'm sorry, I can't lie. I will not lie to them. I cannot lie. I know I said I was going to be nice to Mark for a few days to see if Blue was out what she said she was out on him. But guys, I'm not going to sit here lying. I can't. I'm not going to do it. If I've got something to say, it'll come out. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, it happens. Yeah? I can't sit there and do that. So if I've got something to say, it'll come out. I'm not going to sit there be asking them just in case Delma hasn't got the rest of that chat and you're worried that they're going to run back and give it to them. No. He's probably got the rest of it.
Top is in like just gentle and soft.
Can I just ask a question?
Oh, we princess.
Mark,
Someone
haven't I
has just
just
been
told
brought
you
to
to
my
go and sit
attention.
with her while she goes and doctors more people?
See the
Because you
name?
love doing it.
Yeah, we also Tom's name.
Mark, are you actually saying, because I'm not sure what you're trying to say in that comment there, yeah? Please contact Blair to ask for the info. Long. Are you going on about? Are you going on about?
Which one? Do you want ready what I want?
Do you think they talk about me some more in this?
That's like,
Morning, what was half one? Let me be real. Anyone's questions? At the end of the day, I can send that top of that chat to anybody because it doesn't compromise anyone. It doesn't show
Oh my
numbers,
God.
whatever. Yeah. So if Jenny had said to me, "Listen,
She's only
could you
on,
have
this
sent
is the point of it. She's only harping on about what I've said privately to someone, yeah? Half of the app were discussing it yesterday, Sarah Lou. Sweetheart, everyone was discussing it, and that's my point right there, right? You've held a hate life against me for having a private conversation that you found out about, yeah? In that, you'd have had a private conversation about me, right? And I ain't seeing my ass over it, am I? Right? Now, you could have come to me, like Andy's wife said. I offered you my phone number. That believe it to anything that's being said to you that's true, yeah? Why didn't you? You didn't want to, because you and your bully mates wanted to hold alive so you could spin all of this stuff. See, I'm not going to lie, I think I'm right on this. I think, yeah, the reason why they can't, because obviously Mark and Sarah's the turncoat, so, you know, they'd go running, wouldn't they? Want to win out, but it still doesn't excuse it, and I still won't ever forgive you, Tom, Laura Ente, Sarah Purple Heart, unless anyone can show me proof that my friends were in that chat defending me when then people were calling me them names. Then I'll never forgive you. Ever. Ever, 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 ever.
So you implying that Blue was going to out something on me.
She was at the end of
So
Gandad's live, yeah, she was.
I implore you to go or get some. I know you don't speak to her, but get someone to go over and get the chats between me and Blue.
Yeah.
I won't out them because I never out any chats.
Don't you?
Unlike someone here, and I promised that I wouldn't.
Someone here who? Are you
Well,
talking
you
to
yourself,
us?
yeah.
I haven't noticed any chats where you're going on about.
You're accusing people. You've been sharing chats with.
ABM shared the chat first. ABM posted the chat publicly.
Let me have my say. What I'm saying is, I implore you to get someone to go to Blue, get the chats, and publicly post them.
Yeah. Just so everyone's aware, obviously, this is another thing. So I've eventually, finally, after they've denied it, yeah, and egged me on, right? It's claiming that they're not bullies in that group chat, yeah? Even out in the group chat themselves, but not showing anything where they're bullying anyone, right? And I said this would happen, that it'd be thrown in my face for sharing anything. Did I not? Did I not say that? I knew it would be. This is what they do. How much of a game is that? Go on, Mark. Go on, go off mute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hello?
go on.
That's right. Did you not try and out me for sitting with Angel over a year ago?
No.
You did. You and Tom were saying. Tom said I
You're
sat
on
with
about
wrong
over a
ones.
year ago.
No,
I was mates with Tom over a year ago.
No. What I said was a few weeks ago, you and Tom both tried to out me, saying I sat with wrong ones. I sat with
You have
Blue. I
sat
sat
with
with
wrong ones.
Angel. Yeah. I don't disagree.
Yeah.
But have I not always said I'll go where I want to go? Doesn't mean because I was in someone's box that I'm a wrong.
Ain't it that convenient that happened the other week, Mark, and Tal's out at that on Tom yesterday?
What do you mean? There was out what on Tom?
That group chat.
I've never been in a group chat in my life.
Yeah, I know you've never been in a group chat. I don't know why you're not understanding what I'm saying. Isn't that dead convenient? That like, you know, Tom had a bit of a poppy the other week. It was a couple of days ago, actually. And then tell out of that on you.
It wasn't just Tom, it was you and Tom. Let's get it right.
Was it?
Yeah,
I've always
and
brought it
then
up. You
and
sat
then you
with
come
Blue
back
while
and
she was
apologise.
screaming out man and angels, addresses and names.
And then you come up and apologise.
I did. Do you know what, Mark? I'm not going to lie. Do you know what I said on the phone? I said, do you know what? Actually, I'm going to make a public apology to Mark, make it dead public, and act like I'm dead nice to him for a few days and see if Blue will eventually out that stuff on him.
Well, you think I would have
Because she loves outing stuff on people that like me.
I wish she would out whatever chats we had. I really do.
I hope she does.
I do
I hope
too.
she doesn't say you're my enemy, so she'll keep it to herself.
No, I will
I
expect
hope
an
she
apology if she
understands
does.
that it shouldn't be about me and her, Blue. You should just be open and honest.
Yep, Blue, if you're listening or
Go
you
on.
get a copy of this, please, I give
Tell
you
us what
full
they've done.
permission and out any chats between me, you, or anything you have on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there is nothing.
Go on, Mark. You got anything else to say?
Not really. I just think it's a bit of a shame that it's ended up like this.
I think it's a bit of a shame that your wife's a bully and her mates are.
Definitely not. You obviously don't know Sarah Lou.
I do. I know enough of that.
You can't do because
We've
she's
just
probably
been
one
listening
of
to
the.
their bully life.
Yeah, but it's not a bully life, is it?
That was a bully life.
You went behind her back.
That was a bully life.
You went behind her back.
Mark, I'm not her mate.
No, it doesn't have to be a mate. If I've got a problem with someone,
to go behind her back, I'd have to have her back. So there's no going behind anyone's back.
If I've got a problem, I'm telling you, but you're not letting me talk.
Has she got a problem with Laura and Tom for being in the same phone calls?
Yes.
Has she? Did she hold a bully live on them as well?
She spoke to Laura. She spoke to.
That was nice.
No, I don't know if she spoke to Tom. I don't know. But...
Did I not get that same courtesy because I'm not a friend?
Did you give her the courtesy of speaking to her, or did you go?
It's a private conversation, Mark.
It obviously wasn't because
99% of the app was talking about it yesterday.
Angel felt it was bad enough to have to contact Sarah Lou and tell her what you were saying. So make sense.
Did she tell you what she was saying in the phone call as well?
I was asleep, so no.
No. So maybe ask her what she was saying in the phone call as well.
I don't need to. I know Sarah Lou inside out.
Okay. Was it recording or was it a message?
A phone call.
Oh my God, Mark, did Sarah Lou have a phone call behind my back?
No, Angel phoned Sarah Lou. She's told you this already. To say what you
there you go.
Because
listen,
Jeni
Mark,
is.
My phone call weren't just about Sarah Lou.
I know that. I know.
It's gossip, because it's on the app.
Yep, that's fine.
You're acting like I purposely rang Angel to jangle about Sarah Lou. That's not the case.
No, that's got nothing to do with it, has it?
It come up in the conversation because it's on the fucking app.
Because you think Sarah Lou is the wrong one.
Listen, lovely, we both had opinions in that conversation.
I had a chat that had nothing to do with you and you wasn't involved
Mark, we both, in that conversation, it was a back and forth conversation.
Yep.
Yeah?
And I don't know what was in the chat, but you outed it and Angel felt it bad enough that she had to warn Sarah Lou.
Outed what?
I've just got a message for her. I'll say what it says. It says...
What does it out?
Hold on. That Sarah Lou was the person that was sharing the chats or something.
I gave my opinion on it. What are you going on about?
I've just had a message. Angel did call her to chat about Sarah Lou. That's from Angel, what Angel said. So
Angel, that phone call was about, there was two. So the first, I can't remember which came first, right? The second one, though, was when I remembered what I had to talk to her about, right? So there was something said at the beginning. We discussed what was going on the app. So we told her about Tom, the kid's iPad, whatnot. We were jangling, we had gossip. What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
You tell me. Well, exactly. So why is your wife, yeah? She's found out about a private conversation I've had, yeah? And held a hate live on me, acting like it's this. I'm not her friend. I'm
It
not
wasn't
your
a hate
mate. I am
live.
not your wife's friend. It
It wasn't a
absolutely
hate
fucking
live.
was. It
No,
absolutely fucking
absolutely not.
was.
Absolutely
Why
not.
is she singing an ass over me having a private conversation?
It's not about the private conversation. It's about you accusing her, deforming her character as someone who would
Fuck
outchat.
off. Half of the app were discussing it yesterday. Do you think I was the only person in the conversation yesterday talking about it?
I don't know, Jen.
I was in conversations with Laura talking about it. I was in conversations with Tom talking about it. All back and forth. I think I had a conversation in the afternoon with Tammy, if I'm honest with you, and I'm not really sure whether it came up in that either.
Listen, Jenny,
I
what
know
you do
many people have
is
come to me today and told me they also had conversations about it with their friends. So what is the major issue that Sarah Lou has got that she's found out about me having a private phone call which I'm jangling in it with another person who's jangling in it as well? What is the issue?
you're not getting it, are you? Your jangling was obviously damaging enough for your friend.
Damaging enough. It's my opinion.
Let me finish. Your friend felt it necessary to contact Sarah Lou
I'm
and give
not
her a
friends
warning.
with Angel.
Well, that's funny. You said earlier that
We
you
were
talk
just
to her all the
having a bit
time.
of a jangle.
I
No, I
don't
didn't
jangle
say
with
earlier I
anybody.
speak to her all the time.
Yeah, you did.
When
Jen.
did I say I... No, I didn't. I said
You
I've had
did.
3 phone calls with her to, I believe. We've
No.
communicated when we've needed to.
What you said
So
was...
Right, so listen, you're claiming to have been here the whole time listening, and if you just tried to tell me to shut up in my own live, Mark.
I'm not telling you to shut up at all.
You went to.
Who said shut up?
Right, Mark, I've stated in here what phone calls I've had with Angel, I've discussed them, yeah? Yeah, I've not said that I speak to Angel all the time. That's something you've said, not me. You can come off mute now.
You said in your live
Was it
earlier...
a case that Sarah thought...
Shall I finish, or are you going to talk
my
over
friends that I was having a conversation with Angel? Was that the thing why you needed to do it publicly? To publicly tell everybody that I was having a few phone calls with Angel to discuss matters?
As I was saying...
Because that's what it was really about, wasn't it?
Before I was
everyone
rudely
thinks you're
interrupted.
snarty and snaky, mate.
I
And your
don't
wife
care what
probably as
people
well.
think.
More than likely, the only reason why they're talking to you now, right, is because they don't want you to have the best of group chat. Because we've just discovered that. That's what our discovery's just been. And Mark, that's my opinion, okay? And tell Sarah as well as I am. I am entitled to my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm fully entitled to my opinion.
I don't
And that's
disagree.
my opinion. Great.
Your opinion means nothing to me.
Great. So tell your wife to hold another hate live on me tomorrow about it. Yeah?
I don't tell my wife what to do. She does, and she's not my wife.
She's a bully and a mate to bullies.
No, not at all. As I was saying, you said earlier in your live, from your mouth, do they think that it's a secret that I talk to Angel all the time?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't talk to people all the time that I'm not friends with.
Do you think it's a secret that I talk to Angel? Yeah?
Yep.
No, it's not. It's not a secret, Mark.
Exactly. You said it's all over the app. People know that I'm friends with Angel.
People know. Yeah.
Well, make your mind up. You are or you aren't.
Message Angel now and ask her if I speak to her all the time.
I don't speak to Angel anymore.
You just had a message off her?
No. I had a message sent to me.
Ask her. Ask her what else we've discussed.
I don't need to. I've got nothing against Angel.
I've not even got anything against Angel myself. I don't think she's done anything wrong. I think from listening to the live, what I've just heard, she's obviously, here's what I said in the call, yeah, obviously, whatever that is. I don't know what she's told Sarah Lou's happened in the call. Bear this one in mind, right? I think she's thought, hang on. Jenny was saying earlier, Sarah Lou, I wonder if I can get an in. I think, do you know what? I'm going to let her know what people were saying. I'm going to ring her. I'm going to let her know.
Why would she do that when she hasn't spoken to Sarah Lou for over a year?
Because Tom was then blaming Dignity, so she figured, I got one up on him here. Probably. Don't know.
Listen, I can't say what Angel was thinking because that's not, you know.
I've got no weight towards the girl, do you know what I mean? If she's
Nor
got a
me.
little bit of info there, she's bound to go a running, you know what I mean? Maybe she took something that's being said wrong. Maybe she said something I've not said, I don't know.
So the truth of it is, though, Jenny, why did you not go to Sarah Lou and say, blah, blah, blah? Why did you feel the need to...
I'm not mates with... Well, why didn't Tom and Laura? When I was in the call with Tom and Laura, yeah? Why didn't we go, do you know what, let's add Sarah Lou to this call?
Again, you'd have to ask Tom and Laura, I don't know.
Well, then go and ask them then.
I don't need to know, Jen.
I was just having a little jangle on the phone privately to someone.
Yeah, well, perhaps that's...
probably about 90% of the people around you did.
Probably...
I know of multiple people who did.
Damaging.
They've all come to me today. And said we were all discussing similar things.
Okay. Like I say,
okay.
I've got nothing against you, Jenny.
So why has Sarah Lou made such a big hoo-ha over it?
Why don't you ask her? Why are you asking me?
I did. You wanted to come in the box, Mark.
No, you said, have I got something to say, blah, blah, blah. So I came up.
So say what you've got to say, and now I'm asking you the question. You're telling me to go and ask Sarah.
Yep.
I'm not going to communicate with the girl.
Okay. Well.
She held a hate live against me with her bully me. So why would I communicate with her? You're there with her. Ask her.
I'm not. She's upstairs.
Message her then.
I don't play silly games, Jen.
Well, that's not silly, is it? You're in the same house as her.
I am in the same house, but it's a silly game. Why? Listen, I back Sarah Lou 100%.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So go on then.
Go on then what?
Back her then.
I already have.
Well, go on then.
I've got nothing to prove to you, Jenny.
Have you got anything? Well, have you got anything else to add?
No, that's me done.
Okay.
Thanks for having me up.
Let's hope Blue sees past their hate for me.
I'm going to message Blue, and I haven't messaged Blue for over a year, and ask her to send you our chat.
He wanted to come in, Shy. He wanted to come in.
No, I didn't want to come in. You invited me.
I didn't invite you in. You came in. You requested to come in the box.
I did, because you invited me up.
No, I didn't. Said, have you got anything to say? You keep on coming in.
So, that's invited me up. Have you got anything to say? So I come up and I had my say.
So you had something to say. So there you go. So you wanted to come in.
Okay, that's fine. I wanted to come in. I say, I'm not into this silly child stuff. Do you know what I mean? I'm an adult.
Listen, you're not into this silly child stuff, but it was your wife on that live today, mate. So,
yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And what does that mean?
Well, you obviously are, because your wife is. And you're here now.
Oh,
so.
Right. Okay.
You got anything else to add?
No, I've told you already. I've got nothing to add.
Well, do enjoy your night
your
then.
questions.
Well, do enjoy your night then.
I will. You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Unless you want to stay.
No, I'm fine. Thank you, though.
Off you pop then. Canal.
Jeremy, or were you the one that done it? Because we've gone through a process of elimination and you've hit the top spot. I would have spoke to her about it and I would have been honest and genuine, but no, all behind my back. And then involving people who are not even on the app, who are known to be shit stirrers, when it took this person so long to come and tell me that in the first place.
I've got more to add to it, Guinea 5.
Oh God.
I'm pissed off with Jenny.
She's just called Angel a shit stirrer, but is believing and hanging on to every word she's told her.
Fucking blocked again.
Why?
Well, obviously because of your argument. But I've been
I
building
can
a
block
bed.
no one today.
Justice blew up.
Do you not want to be blocked, Blue Art?
I mean, she can keep me fucking blocked now. There's no unblocking me in 3 days when you've calmed down and acting like
I can
we're all
block
best
anyone
friends
today.
again. Like, keep me blocked now.
Happily. You've all joined
Have you
into
seen
a
what
late live.
Stacey said? That on the first
You all
screenshot
need
it
each other
says
for it.
plus 4479 showing, but on the second one it's crossed off.
Apologised.
It's blaming someone else for docs.
People for
My little private investigator's been at it again. My private investigator wants to know why, on this image, you see the end of the number and where the video is in comparison? Yeah? Why is there a big gap there, but on the second screenshot, it's aligned with the video?
They're literally doing in the live.
Seth, I've got to give him his phone back, but can I please just have a small rant before I
No,
go,
I won't,
just for old
Jamal.
time's sake?
Because you're all, every single one of yous, bullies.
Absolutely.
Ha!
Thank you. What Tom has done is wrong. There is context to the situation. Does it make it right? No. He knows that it's wrong. TikTok has changed a lot since then. I think Tom's changed a lot. I think
changed my mind and everything
stuff
now.
fucking hell in the 2 year, well, just short of 2 years. It's wrong. I'm not here to justify that. That's his shit. He can deal with it. But what I will say is, please do not be allured to Dell putting this front on, acting like a good person who's changed. This man wanted to pay someone to brick the windows of a woman that I am incredibly fond of. He has robbed from a GoFundMe. He has blamed all of us for the passing of that woman, which has never really been spoke about. But how did I show up the boxes weren't it like the speak, acting, and stuff? Who's a lot in scoring and the stat and downplay. I think that's your.
I'm not even going to stick up for them when it comes to that Dal either, or anything Blue wants to say about them. They can all crack on, because to be honest with you, maybe there's a reason why people say the things they do. Maybe there's a reason, like, why people are saying, like, they full on do things, the whole lot of them. You know what I mean?
When both of you crack on, do what you want. It's the other people that I'm here to stick up for. He's an absolute wallet. He's got my mum and dad's address.
And I've just been one of them thick people who couldn't
where
see
I've had
it.
to give money to 2 people for cameras for their house to protect them. Money out of my own pocket to protect 2 individuals to buy cameras for their house.
I'd question anything they say at this point. With narratives and that. Question everything.
Control websites like that.
Right, so if I was clicking onto it, not websites, trying to get addresses. I was going onto his web.
You know, so he knows when he does it, it pings up as alert that somebody's visited. And
I haven't paid his website any attention since put 2 people, innocent people, up as running a paedophile ring. Sorry, that shows how incredible he is.
And again, the picture he put up of me, the picture he put up of me, he'd cropped out my kids of that picture. So another, you know, I had been banging on about that for a long time. He obviously took a picture of me off my social media that was with my kids, cropped out the kids, and posted that photo.
Tom, before you got in the box, mate, they were all sitting there saying that you should just let things be.
Scotty!
Oh, Scatty.
Guys, I promise I'm not 60, though I feel it. I'm not, I promise.
all me and Positive was trying to do yesterday, and Nick was
Playing Monopoly.
playing Monopoly.
It wouldn't have been half as bad if Nick hadn't fallen asleep mid-game. No, I'm not 55. Oh, stop picking on me.
This has become a bullying live now. Positive. And a go.
Yes. Next week. Listen, I might be 50, but I'm going to stay 20 in my head forever. Oh, thank you, Lulu. You don't have to give me that, honestly. Thank you so much. I felt the love today. Yeah, Blue Heart's definitely not 21 anymore.
He can be actually muted. He really insulted.
You're 3 years off becoming a grandma by your account, don't forget.
He really insulted me this morning. No,
what did he say?
Who blocked Kim?
Who blocked who?
So you can declare your
Flirting this.
flirt with. Yeah, but I get.
When I was at work, I just got out in something, let me explain my reasons, blah, blah, blah. But to then drag somebody else into it, or several other people, are you all being honest about what you all discussed? I don't appreciate it.
Don't, Emmy, reading Emmy's comments.
It's relevant because you're acting like I'm the only person who's discussed it, Sarah Lou. That's what you're acting like I'm the only person who discussed it. I'm not. There's people in your boxes right there that were discussing it. Even more so, people were going through the little thingy, the little the group chat to determine it. Now, of course, it's going to come up. You were in the lineup, so to say.
My husband, there was this guy. He was our friend, right? But this one night he was proper miserable, and in the chat room you could like.
So last night it went
around the sleeping.
And
as the NHS minister
tell you,
and you could say
the second time this happens. Fortunately,
and just made jokes.
They are my mothers.
Like how heartbreaking is
However,
that?
this is the second time, and I said that due to my age, although I have good reasons for the meds that I take, this could be very bad. Because in my opinion, if the CQC came in to do an audit, and they often pick patients at random, don't they? And they want to see that everything's by the book and whatever, yeah? If they saw that, bearing in mind my MST was going in today, can you imagine? Paired it, so I had to ring them and say, listen.
She did a breach of Deb.
Did you say you were 50k?
Go in and make jokes with them. And then send me message, I'm not getting involved.
Some way.
He tells her.
no. And I said off and pretended to.
Guys, you just starting on to me.
That's the only reason I go on mute because.
With a delivery driver, I would imagine. Because I can tell you all right, hand on heart, if I was guilty of that, I'd have told you. I'd have told somebody. Let's be real, I'd have said, yeah, what I mean.
Sarah Lou, they were all talking about it yesterday,
you just said it
girl.
to me, do you know what I mean?
Not just me. You're acting I've had you down in court. When I had a private conversation, sweetheart.
Whatever.
Yeah, 100%. You've told me other stuff, do you know what I mean? Like, I know if I never had any doubt ever that it was you, but I know you would have said to me, look, I've fucked up.
Jess don't think it's me, didn't she? Weren't I in the lineup for her at all?
No. Even Jess had a list. I mean, I was on the list. I don't know why I was never in the group. But, you know, even she said, no, not Sarah. Like, listen, we all...
Fair enough then.
No, but to be fair,
Smoking section, honestly, I'd say more than a handful of people on the court to me today literally was saying the exact same thing. Obviously, common sense, if you looked at it, you'd be thinking the same thing. You know what I mean? There's not a bad in it. There was multiple people talking about it yesterday. There's nothing to it. Do you know what I mean? Oh, but she's making out like I've stabbed her in the back. I don't know how I can stab him, not a mate, like a person that's not my mate in the back. I know they're making out like I've said things today that I've not been saying for the last couple of months. I've drew a lovely portrait while I've been on live. It's really relaxing, you know. The only issue is I can't green screen the screenshots from that chat, so I'll have to post it on a post. I don't really want to do that though either. It's quite icky, but they keep on saying there was no bullying going on in there, and they know the way because they've been in there. They're not credible. They're literally lying to you. They're literal liars. And I think they think that I'm not going to do it because obviously I don't like to do things like that. But when it comes to it, and obviously he's already at it, isn't he? It's like, I don't do that like other people in here. It's already been outed, but only the part that doesn't show the bits that I'm going on about. You know what I mean? So then they can go, oh my god, look what she's done. We've claimed that there weren't no bullying going on in that. But there was, but you know, the only way she can show it is to show it. You know what I mean? They put you into this like corner where you're like, the only way to prove it is to prove it. You know what I mean? But then throw that back in your face because you proved it. Because that's doing a bad thing. Like, you can't win. You just can't win. You can't win with these women. I weren't even blaming them all. Listen, right? I weren't even blaming them all because here's the thing, like, they know how I feel about them. Yeah, and we were like leaving it be. But honest to God, like, stop trying to do that. Yeah, it's top being alive. Confirm or deny whether at any point in that live he says them things shouldn't have been stated about Jeni in that live, or it's a bit wrong, or anything at all, because he probably didn't. Yeah, I'm not even, it's just because the headphones picks it up. I'm actually colouring dead lightly. Like really light. Poor Tyson, he got slated as well in that group. Is Geraldine being on all night?
Saying that earlier on, but you just said it. You are.
Oh, I heard about staying calm. Nice. Words, trying to talk directly. This is fully aware that multiple people would know the Geraldine. The thing now. Message as well. I got in case you're
Afternoon and missed it
the
all.
whole.
You played it.
Unfair if they're only going to play. I don't know what she's still so it was obviously going to come up in conversation.
I'm just coming in.
Replay.
Sorry, I'm not right now.
She said she was slut shamed and body shamed. Oh, slut shamed. Exactly, that's what she said.
That was the change.
Yeah, no, Jenny, that's the back of my life. No, she did say body shame, she said slut shame, benefits, the whole lot. You just, yeah. And that,
Nobody can go and bully me.
clarified.
You know, you're down. She hasn't got the. I was trying to go through everything. I was getting frustrated. My phone, that group, I believe, before the game.
Oh, sorry.
Hi, Joe. So this is the unbothered queen right now. That is, I believe this is the second time today that she's felt the need to play the live out. So she did come in. She absolutely did come in.
No, it weren't. I played it out in this live. What's she going on about?
And say that the reason that I was the consensus from Jeni was that it was me. And then when I asked her, well, how have you come to that conclusion? I was told it was because I sat with Blue.
You were told, not by me.
She's not giving it. She's just waffling a load of rubbish. At the end of the day, there was no body shaming. I said she's two-faced. She absolutely is.
Okay.
That's it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when she's saying, oh, I was having private conversations last night, no, I wasn't. I was on Monopoly. I was playing with my friends. The next thing I know, I would get contacted by Angel. Okay?
So you'd have private
Seems that she wants
conversations.
to try and blame other people. And then I get told all of this, and I'm thinking, well, hang on a minute. Why is she saying it's just me, and why is the growing consensus it's just me? So she's obviously talked to numerous people. This is what she's not telling you guys, saying that she was going to come and address it. No, she wouldn't. Absolutely would she not have. She doesn't even know me, so she's sitting there going, oh, Sarah Lou doesn't know you very well. No, I don't, Jenny, but what I do know, I wouldn't want to know you either. But then that same applies to me. She doesn't know me. And then I've actually had confirmation tonight. I'm not able to know who was giving the information. That's fine. Everyone's slagging me off behind the scenes, directed by Jenny.
Directed by me. So everyone's slagging me off behind the scenes, directed by Jenny. Where's she gotten that impression from? No. Where has she gotten that impression from? Directed by me. No, Sarah Lou. I've been made aware today of people who are just on their own. We're having similar conversations, darling. Don't ask everyone. Sure, they'll be honest with you. Of course, people are going to think it's you. Canal.
So after all of that, it wasn't even me. Will she apologise? Well, she will not.
I actually already did in my life. I'm not going to apologise again. She's already had it.
I do apologise about earlier, Jo.
If it's come out, come on.
She irritates me because she had so much fun that she was going to come and speak to me about it. Why didn't she do that in the first place?
I did, and you took me out your box.
No, I mean, I would have been very open to questions.
I then tried again in Geraldine's and got called
and
names.
She's accused myself and the girls in the boxes of body shaming as well, and there was no evidence.
Slut shaming.
Do you know what I mean? Anyway, thank you. Sorry about that.
Actually, well, they did bring up my leg, so was that a bit of body shaming there? Don't know. I'm going to say there is now, just for the fun of it.
No, but honest to God, you're okay, look.
I hope you I've got something to say. I'll fucking say it as well.
Someone.
So Sarah Lou went in and interrupted me playing it out to Geraldine's live. So they actually didn't hear it all.
Bonjour commented and said, I've not heard anyone body shaming you. And she said, what are you on about body shaming?
Informing me that I'm the head of the investigation, I'm the number one person. It weren't even a call.
But she said it over her like.
So we're in a call. So what was it? You've been told everything. You did say it.
Yeah.
No, they said they weren't calling that live, but obviously Mark's just been in and said there was a call.
She said slut shame, body shame, and talking
You now trying to block me.
so she
I
was
was very Ellen, I really
screaming
feel
at
that
me.
now.
I've had multiple conversations today as well, and people have said the same thing as well. Obviously, people are going to assume you feel because you're the only one listening to definitely not Andy's way. She didn't let me finish. Oh, so how do you go? So you didn't
I tried
let me
to
finish what
accept
I
you
was
just
saying.
then.
You worked out then. How you worked out that it's definitely not Andy's way.
So she interrupted me and she didn't let me finish what I was saying.
Jesus.
I actually think I don't even know who am I going to share it with then. She might have just shared it with someone like last year, maybe. Okay,
Knitting Nora, trying to work out what's going on.
I am you, sir. You know, yeah. Relax.
Go for everyone and then expect not to pay anything back. You make yourself the victim. I apologise, Jenny, that it's my
I just love when Sarah Lou came into Geraldine's boxes. Dave missed everything again. What was actually said. Because Sarah Lou came in the box and was speaking when I was playing it. And so when it's being played, it sounds like I've just went into the box kicking off. Do you know what they're doing? Do you know exactly what they're doing?
How's that? No, I'll bully you, Jenny. You want to fucking go at me like that?
No, Knitting Nora, it's an ongoing thing. But
So they're making it, they've made it look like, right? So Sarah Lou gets in the box right before they start saying like the worst, right? Speaks what she's got to say in the box and then drops right just for ready for me getting into her box is what I'm playing out on that live. Do you know exactly what they're doing?
time you're in and it's quiet.
You're telling me that's not on purpose? Come on.
Thanks for asking.
Go for everyone and then expect them not to pay anything back. You make yourself the victim.
Girls, try, I'll send it to Nanny Baby Side.
Not being funny, but does anybody hear me going there and do anything but stick up for myself? Absolutely not.
Thank you, Knitting Nora.
Thank you, wifey.
Yeah, because Sarah Lou requests Geraldine, yeah, just in time for them to be saying the worst bits that I'm playing out to Geraldine, yeah. She's chatted waffle while I've been playing that out so they don't hear that. So when she drops and they tune back in, I'm in Sarah Lou's boxes by then. And it's sounding like it's me the aggressor, but it's not the case. I went in and defended myself. But it's fine. I'll send the live to Nanny Bird. I'll give her my login details.
Like that? Bring it. We'll talk, bring it. I want to know who's
That's a plan. They've planned that. They've been sat in their little group, you know, talking and like, right, go in now. It won't be played out and Geraldine's going now. Do you know what they're doing? Do you know, I'm just going to sit back here I'm going to let it all unfold. I'm going to watch it all, right? Sit back, laugh when I'm right, say sorry when I'm wrong, right? And have a giggle at them. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to defend no one. Okay, what my opinion is. I'm not going to defend no one. I'm going to say nothing about no one. I'm going to be back in 2 seconds.
Okay.
You've a right to say something back.
I said, do you know how many fitties have been in Tom's inbox and he'd sticking it in anyone? That's what I said.
Right, so she said that. She obviously said a bit more, as we all heard before, right? Why is she saying it? Obviously to try bullying me, right? Everyone knows it's a joke with Tom. Like, everyone. It's like an ongoing joke, right? We both make these like elusive little things and that, you know what I mean? Her saying that is absolutely trying to shame me in some way. Listen, I'm not, the truth of the matter is I'm not interested in Tom. Tom's not interested in anyone, yeah? We've had the discussion, obviously. He wants something I'm not interested in, yeah? Yeah? And I want something different. Not compatible, you know what I mean? You know that much mates, yeah? But because everyone rags on about it online, we do like have a little, you know, a little bit of a jangle with it, you know what I mean? A little bit of a joke with it. Everyone's aware of that, yeah, including it. So they'd be talking about that, and that's why she's went in and said that. Tell you. And she's doing it as well just because she knows stuff's about to be played out.
Never are they?
And I'm about to say something. Do you know? They're planning it, they're in messages planning it.
There's 20 thirsties in the chat as we're saying it in Sarah Willie's live. Like, it's a generalisation. I say it all the time. So many people thirsty for Tom. Genuinely, nobody's getting the deal. I've tried.
Hello, ladies. I'm available. Hello.
I unrated him and he still won't let me sit on his face. So I dumped me.
Yeah, you did try hard, didn't you? Yeah, I tried something.
Especially Tom.
Has anyone seen my ex-neighbour tonight?
No.
No. Back to hasty Mummy's live, Della's in there. Can we have a look?
About to be back.
Yes, I should.
Tom
They just go on to play Big Mammy's Life, to be fair to you. There's not really else in it. A really good tactical move there, I thought, by them. Really lovely. It's like I say, we're going to sit back, we're going to watch it unfold, we're going to stick up for anyone, because they can all go and fuck one. And laugh at them, and yeah, just sit back and watch. I think it might be a rather fun, mightn't it? Letting it unfold. Let's have a go. What's being released tonight?
You're gonna piss off a lot of people. When you start doing what's best for you.
You really do. Yeah.
Putting kids
What is this about?
into a group chat.
I was thinking section
Can we
20.
go to
You
the
don't have to
police
get.
and report of a sexual nature having kids on a phone that you put into a chat if it was doctored? No, I certainly fucking wouldn't. So stop trying to make excuses, okay? Simple as that. You can't even own your own fucking shit about putting kids' images into a group chat. Now the thing is, say that Lou already admitted.
Well, after watching that, I'm very glad that I stepped away when I did. I'm being real with you. Very glad. Couldn't care. I'm very glad. Should have listened to people 6 months ago. Doors outside. Like, why be loyal to people who aren't loyal to you? Do you know what I mean? I'll watch for that. Our smoking section. Thank you. But you know what I'm like over these gifts, right? We're gonna have another talk about it. You don't have to gift me, okay? Just a little heart me. Maybe the odd pity rose. And I am more than happy with that, honestly. Like, I appreciate it. It's very well appreciated. It's lovely. But you don't have to gift me. Honestly, I don't need gifts. I only come on here to make mates. You know what I mean? And I've not really done a very good job of that, to be fair to you. We're just going to move on. We're just going to sit back and watch it unfold and wait and see. Wait and see. Yeah.
So,
Oh.
I wasn't even doing no video.
So let me just stop there.
We need a page where we can get updates on. Because Soap and Glory is way too far behind to be caught up. You know what I mean? Soap and Glory's Dignity, for sure. I asked him the other day, like, what's Dignity's number? I was well gonna try talking to her. And ask her, you know what I mean? What's the what is? No, I wanted to see if she was okay, to be fair. As well, obviously. Actually, Grace quite like her, to be fair, when we were talking. And I'll be real, she never did snake me. And, you know, I think people say she did bad things, but honestly, I've never seen it. Like, I know she got in with Bloom. I just think she made a mistake there, but she admitted she made a mistake, you know what I mean? Afterwards, and tried to fix that. And then, obviously, tell me to upload a lies about her. Which was awful, you know? Really bad. We disagreed on certain aspects of views she had and views I didn't agree with. That was like the only issue we had, really, to be honest with you. We didn't like argue or nothing like that. Yeah, so I think Soap and Glory is Dignity. So I inboxed her, I was like, you got Dignity's number? Do you speak to them? Like, no, we get asked that all the time. I'm thinking, yeah, you do. Because you're definitely Dignity. Gonna have a smoke and then go to bed, you know. With me wet slippers on, because there's no way I'm standing on the floor outside. I had the discussion about the past relationship with personal boundaries. Ugh. What are you doing? Why are you looking like that? What are you actually doing up there? Have you got a spider? You got a spider up there? Oh my god. You see that? Listen to how quiet it is. And you can just hear like a helicopter in the background. The people on that mission to the moon are back tomorrow, aren't they? Or we'll have to do a live on that. We'll have to. For like the re-entry. Oh, that'd be such a good live. Oh, I'm definitely going to do a live on that, you know. I don't know what time they're due back. I know they're travelling at like 2,000 miles an hour. And last night, they were like 200,000 miles away from Earth. Oh, mad's that to think, eh? You know, they've went the furthest than any humans ever been now. Because they spun further around the moon. When they went around the moon, they spun further out than anybody else. I think that fence is going to give way, you know. Any day now. I don't know how it's holding on. I don't really know what's keeping it up. Oh, no, it has gone cold tonight. Freezing cold. The helicopter will be down to the Grand National. I wouldn't hear it from here if it was the Grand National, because I'm way further down. I'm across the water. I'm way further down than where the Grand National is. That's all the way up in Aintree. We live by the sea, so you're often you're like, you know, like helicopters for that and whatnot. The police helicopter's the loudest. Got this new security like thing out here, and it's a bit of a shame because then every time I'm out here for night time the security light's on and I can't see the stars properly, so it ruined it a little bit. You can only see the dead bright ones because the light's on, and there's no way of turning it off because then every time you move the light turns back on again.